la 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 la. Hello. I thought that was the best intro that I've done all Christian season. I think that was the best intro that I've done. Thank you. Can't believe I'm here willingly, bro. Neither can I, dude. Lucy tried her fucking yeah, duh. Hysteria setting in. No. I got real sleep yesterday. The hysteria can't be that bad. Hi, War. Thought it was an incredible intro, so I followed. Robbie Live is now boarding. Welcome to Lilybelle Airlines. Hope you have a safe and enjoyable flight. I just realized I can't. I didn't. Oh, my volume is probably shit right now. Hold on. Oh, my volume is off. No wonder. I was like, I didn't hear the notification. My name is Lilybelle. I love to travel, and I'm just trying my fucking best. We always start these out with it's like a teaching moment, right? We always start these out with announcements, and then we get into the lecture. The announcement. Firstly, exclamation point Leighton. Thank you very much for somebody already having used it. I am raising money for my very, very good friend Leighton, the biggest supporter of my community, the backbone of it almost, entirely. He has set up his shit, and I'm trying to raise some money for him. I do have goals for it as well, so take a look at that if you have any abilities. And thank you. Excuse me. An anonymous gifter. Well, thank you so much. What the fuck? That's funny. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you gifting to Pecora Hololive. Thank you. That's great. Oh my gosh. Peckle babe. Yo, Ichan! Hi! Big fan. If you guys don't know, Ichan is like one of the first people I ever actually knew. We've never ever talked. We've talked like once off on Twitter before. But we've never had a full just a conversation between the two of us. But I've known them since I started VTubing, like a year and a little bit ago. So it's very cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're watching the documentaries. We're at part 43 out of 59. Can you believe that? You guys remember when we started on day one? When we were watching just day one? It's, man. Crazy. Remember when we had hope? I mean, that's a while ago, but day one, I was so innocent back then. We were so innocent. We had no idea. What else was I saying? Oh, yes. The second announcement I have is the subathon. So we finally decided on a couple of things. My main worry about the subathon was that September was not going to happen, and there would be no reason for me to do a subathon, knowing full well that I actually have a lot of familial matters that happen usually during September. And I would have to take a break for them. So here's how it's going. The subathon is happening. It is happening September 2nd, starting at 1 p.m., which is exactly when September starts happening. The September deal is 20% off the first month of all gifted subs and resubs or new subs. So if you do like 3 months, like a 3 month, I think they don't do it, but it's like if you gift a month, or if you get a month and you gift months or whatever, it's 20% off. And that doesn't mean that it's only new people. Like you can resub and it'll be 20% off. So keep an eye on that. That is our thing. Another thing, from the 18th to the 20th of September, and from the 25th to the 31st of September. Unfortunately, fortunately and unfortunately, because it's family and I love my family. So, but there's familial matters that I must attend to. I will not be ending stream. We actually got voted on this. I'll be ending it in a way where it's like, I'm pausing the timer. I'm pausing the timer, so any single time I come back afterwards, aka I leave and pause the timer on the 17th, the 21st I come back and continue the timer until the 24th, the night of the 24th. You see this? So there's more. There you go. There you go. And that means that y'all can very well continue this on into October. I don't know why the fuck you would want to. Shut up! I don't know why you would want to, but I mean the possibilities are there. That's my point. What will you do if you get gift subs and stuff while you're away? I don't know. Whatever the timer fucking does. I don't know what the timer does. I use a timer that I saw on people. So if it still works, like if it's because it's paused, right? I assume it still works. I don't know. Yell at me more? Damn, Sidekick. I love that Sidekick just earlier was like, yeah, no, I just like picking on her, you know? It's just funny. And then now Sidekick is like, yell at me more, mommy. Right? I'm just kidding. The timer will become our new god. That's just too good. That's too good. And, okay, what else was I saying? Shit. Oh! No, wait, hold on. Oh! I am, for my own sanity, I am doing it $1 per half minute. So any dollar that you spend in my Twitch channel, donations, bits, subs, $1 is at, a half a minute is added. Yes. I was gonna say mommy, but I got timed out for that before. Lilia's mommy. Okay, listen. Just don't. It's because I said it, okay? Like before, I was like, okay, yeah, don't call me mommy. I want to like take. It was like starting to weigh on my mind, and I was like, oh my god, I'm a deadbeat mom. I can't take care of anybody. But this is my joke. It's fine. Just fine. Just leave it. Anyone notice a certain contributor hasn't been here recently? Actually, Lloyd, I would like to ask you not mention them because I don't want them to feel pressured at all. They've obviously given enough. You know what I mean? So I don't want their name to just come up and have them feel pressured at all. Plus, they did talk to me. I do know. They've been busy. They've been busy. So I only hope you in chat. Thank you so much, James. You came in a little bit early today, but thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. I need to turn on my fan. I don't know why I don't do this before the fucking stream. God fucking damn it. Hello? Thank you. Okay. Which one of us are you turning on? Shouldn't you be the one telling me? What else was I saying? You're good, Ella. Don't even worry about it, hon. You don't even worry about it. What else was I saying? Oh, I've called my mother. My mother and my grandmother still have COVID. My father and my brother still don't have COVID. That is all. That is the only updates I have. Yep. All right, are we ready? Hi, Bergen. Are we ready? No, but fuck it, let's go. As ready as we can be. Good one. Yes. Doing good. Whenever you are, let's do our best. What happened to yesterday's 43rd part? What happened in yesterday's 43rd part? Shit. What did happen? Oh. I feel like... God. All right, hold on. Wait, what the hell? No. We did 42 yesterday. Today we're 43. Today we're doing 43. Yeah. So yesterday, this is what you know. Yeah. Exactly. This is what we did yesterday, right? The intimate piercing, good one. Thank you. The inspection of the house by those two visitors. You're right. So we have two new trolls. One who is supposed to be like a possible new girlfriend or whatever. They actually went into the belly of the beast and saw their house. Barbara can't shut up for once in her goddamn life. Barbara also said they were royalty. Royally fucked. Let's see. The new girlfriend has now just broken up, and they're like, nah. And per Chris usual, and also Chris hasn't started saying that they are now renaming themselves to Christine. We are going to try saying they them. I'm trying to move it over to they them. Yeah, quick blaming Megan Moore, good one. Because they are now saying that they, they feel like they're a lesbian, trans. They're starting to get to the point, right? They're not all there yet, but they're starting to get to the point. Howdy, Skep. How you doing? To quote Gino, you're right. The unclit. You're right. They got a piercing on their taint because they thought that if they were female, that would be where their clit was. I can't explain that any further. I can't do that. There's nothing that I can explain further for that. They're being incredibly ungrateful, right? And entitled. So they have come out and been like, oh, me and my mother need a shit ton of help. But then they ask for Legos like crazy. And they're selling stuff on eBay. But if anybody, they're really behind on, selling and shipping and everything. And if anybody complains, they give them a ship product. It's even more funny. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Benish. Exactly. My dude put a $250 budget for Legos. I am considering buying my own Legos at this point, really. Wait. How do I, when I say I'm considering buying my own Legos at this point, I mean, I have never bought Legos for myself. I usually buy Legos for my younger brother. Except my younger brother is now old enough to be more interested in more expensive toys. Like basses, guitars, grand pianos, other musical instruments. But I've never gotten the chance to play and enjoy Legos myself. So I saw, oh my goodness, let me show you guys actually. I saw this Lego collection, and it's like a flower bouquet, and it's like a creator collection, and I really wanted it. I was like, hold on, let me show you guys. And I was like, I think I could do it. I think if I read I thought it would be great. I was like, wow, I really want it. So I have considered it for content. But we'll see. Cause I mean, I would really just record it. I couldn't stream it. I don't know how to do that. Get you a vase for it too. I know, right? Okay, but yeah, that's basically what happened in the last one. Nothing out of the ordinary, Just Chris being a complete Chris just gets worse and worse and worse. Not in just before it was naivety, right? The nativity scene, naivety, but now they're actually just fucking terrible person. That's great. Thank you, pizza. Thanks, Kev. Stop saying the N-word, Lily. Naivety. Nativity. Chris pioneered the nativity scene. Good fucking God. All right, that's us. That's the start.
What made him this way? What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated?
Who drew the docky? So the Not Safe for Work docky was drawn by Captivate TV. And the Safe for Work one was drawn by someone I just met actually for only the docky. So their credit is over there. Captivate has done more work for me too, so it's pretty good. Thank you. The Not Safe for Work one is Feifei's artist. Yeah. Feifei's live 2D artist.
Noticed that the most recent episode
Captivate
of the Sonic
TV.
Boom
He's a very
TV
good friend too. He's a very good friend. We played a couple of games together. I think he's absolutely adorable. He's super cute and he's super kind. And every single time he smiles because I call him cute, I just, oh, it's so great. It's so great. And you'll see him here once in a while too. He's a VIP.
Featured a scene
He's
in which
really
Sonic
great.
the
He's an
Hedgehog
amazing
eats a
person.
burger. That to his disappointment.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that. So Sonic Boom came out with Sonic's arms being blue, and basically Chris has threatened bombs and death upon the creators of the Sega creators for that. Just letting you know.
Has pickles on it. Forum members debated whether or not this was a subtle reference to Christian and Sonichu's known hatred of pickles.
Stop.
Him this way.
Wait, stop. This is too funny.
On November 29th, 2014, members of the Quickie forums noticed that the most recent episode of the Sonic Boom TV show featured a scene in which Sonic the Hedgehog eats a burger that, to his disappointment, has pickles on it. Forum members debated whether or not this was a subtle reference to Christian and Sonichu's known hatred of pickles.
I said no pickles.
Chris himself later made a Facebook post regarding this moment, asking if it were truly a reference to him, with commenters saying that it was seemingly an intentional slight against his person. On November
What the fuck?
30th,
Why would that be? Why
after
would
being
that
banned from
be?
his
Oh my
previous Keep
god.
Sonic original Facebook group, Chris founded another group for his cause called
An
Fix
act of
Sonic's
war.
Arms Immediately, Sega! With its inception, he reposted many of the posts he had made in his previous group, and also added many new ones, which called for people to send to Sega constant complaints until they conceded and redesigned Sonic. He appointed Kenneth Engelhart, the administrator of the previous group who had kicked Christian out, and also the troll Kim Wilson, as administrators of the new Facebook group. Chris let his thoughts be known through several lengthy posts. Seriously, every day I still see either of those blue-armed fucked games on the store shelves, hear the cartoon is still on the CN, or no recall is taking place, the more pissed I feel. And you know I have messaged those SOBs at Sega a number of times with no response since after seeing the cartoon trailer months ago during the E3 time. It makes me so angry and frustrated being continuously ignored and swept under the rug to the point where the action and
Blackbell,
growing
thank
from
you so
small
much
threats to make
for
the
continuing
managers
your
there
first
listen
class. I
up.
very much appreciate
Yeah,
it. Thank you.
fuck them.
12 months.
And
Holy
I never
shit.
thought I would ever have anything against my favorite color before that trailer. But now I'm looking to slit their throats
in
with my
case
long
you guys said
fingernails to
no.
force.
Do they not just understand that I said no? Yeah, it is a known joke. I said no pickles is a known joke. You're right. It could also reference Christian, but it has been a known joke for a long time. Also, by the way, you know that fly that was like bothering me all day yesterday? I haven't seen it, so hopefully it's gone.
Force the total recall of everything Sonic Boom to fix the mistake to happen sooner. Ugh. And I have no concern of how much money Sega loses. The recall of everything Sonic Boom and changing the arm color back must happen immediately and right now!
Ugh!
Some members of his group objected to his threats of violence, but Christian defended his words, stating that his fingernails were literally long, and that many women also had long nails. On December 2nd, while Chris and William Elliott Waterman were discussing how he would enact his vengeance against Sega, William asked if Chris would prefer to be called by female pronouns, to which she replied that she would.
Oh, this is the change. This is it. This is the official change. All right, it is she, her now. We've been prepared for this. We've been prepared for this. We are she, her now. She, her, they, them. It's official. It's official. Please.
Yes, which she agreed
it's
to
happening.
accept
It's happening. It's happening.
Name. Upon searching the name Christine Chandler, a member of the Quickie
There we
forums
are. There we
uncovered
are.
a 2-week-old
Stay
post
fucking
on
cool.
the free message
Yo,
board
Glaze is now boarding. Welcome to Lilybelle Air.
of
Hope you
Christine
have a safe
using
and
that name
enjoyable
to
flight.
advertise herself as a willing sperm donor for lesbian couples, willing to help either with artificial or preferably natural insemination.
Natural.
Also on December 2nd,
is that it?
Chris wrote on Facebook that she and her mother Barbara would be moving back to their old house within the next few weeks, and so urged people who wanted to purchase her Sonichu medallions or drawing commissions to act quickly as the move would disrupt their production. On December 4th, Chris notified her fictitious gal pal, Renee, that she would be getting her taint piercing re-pierced, since the first piercing ended up, quote-unquote, migrating.
Hi,
The
Mecha
second
Girl.
attempt
How's
will
the
be a
horror
gold
going?
barbell with jewelry
As
on
good
it.
as you think. We just went
It was
over to
possibly
the
around
she,
this
her.
time that Catherine and
Gino is
Chris
switching.
began
Yeah,
discussing
Gino
their
switched.
apparent breakup. Katie's side of the conversation was never revealed, but Chris insisted over text messages that they could still remain gal pals, and that she could satisfy her in bed with her near 7-inch long penis. And I do think I am entitled in a true, valid relationship with a woman very much like you, because
She really said it. She really said it. She really said it. She literally said, I do think I am entitled in a true, valid relationship with a woman very much like you because I need the love. And not only that, but I am of royalty in the Weston bloodline. Holy fucking shit. She actually, wow. That is, she literally said the full entitlement. Psychic, thank you so much. Thank you for buying a ticket. I really appreciate it. It's happening, everyone. Stay calm. I do think I am. She literally said it. Oh my god. Unbelievable.
I need the love. And not only that, but I am of royalty in the Weston bloodline. Right now, I'm feeling tired, headachy, more depressed and sick of the blatant sarcasm and the ignorance you are showing along with your bitchy ass.
Oh my
and
god.
my mother is not fond of you right now either. She calls you common in your not wanting to be in a relationship with me. Stew in all of that for a long while.
Oh no, your
She
mother
felt great
doesn't like
depression over
me.
her announcement
Oh,
that they were
the
not in a
shame.
relationship anymore, feeling as if her heart was melting, like the Lego pieces that perished in her house fire. Chris later shared the news with Renee, who she continued to message, despite her having stopped replying since the end of October.
Oh my gosh.
On December 6th, Chris shared a post which wrote that the animated series, Sonic Boom, had been quite successful and would so be renewed for a second season, which angered her. Chris left a comment clarifying that her only criticism of the changes to the Sonic universe was Sonic's blue arms.
Still no blue,
suggesting that she watched
still just the
show.
blue arms. Like,
Kristen
she
wrote
doesn't
a
even
long
care about
post
anything
asking for
else.
our
It's just the blue
followers to
arms.
engage in an organized protest against Sega, which included an aggressive message-sending campaign. She asked them to
Thank
include
you,
a paragraph
Bleh. I mean,
that
I don't
stated
mind
the
being
adverse
common,
reaction
but thank
Chris
you,
had
Bleh.
upon the sight of Sonic the Hedgehog's blue arms, referring to herself in the text with male pronouns. She then shared the response she got from Sega customer service after sending such a message. They wrote that they could not accept unsolicited suggestions from fans and encouraged her to pursue her creative efforts. The next day, she notified her followers that she would not be accepting any more offers for medallions or commissions until the new year, since the Chandlers would be in the middle of moving from their rental home back to their old house.
God.
On December 11th, Chris sent Renee a collection of photos of her strap-on without a dildo attached, and demonstrated how she wore it in order to conceal her penis. Renee had still yet to respond. A day later, Christine messaged her again, telling her that the patch of skin around the jewelry of her taint piercing was beginning to shrink again, so Chris ultimately decided to remove her piercing. 2 days later, she asked Renee if she would help Chris put together a modeling portfolio and make her feel more sex positive. Kristen let Renee know that she believed that trolls were hacking into their text messages and posting their communications on the Quickie forums, when in reality, it was the troll playing the part of Renee who was sharing their interactions, who went by the Quickie forums username Theoden. On December 15th, Chris wrote a cryptic Facebook post telling her followers not to ask her any questions or leave any comments since she felt crappy. The next day, she realized that she could also write her pleas to change Sonic's arm color on Nintendo's online social space, the Miiverse, and posted photos of her message as written on her Nintendo 3DS.
It's final. It's
She
official.
also shared
It's
on her
Christine
Facebook
now.
profile that she received a postcard
yeah.
from a ween with a message supporting Sonic the Hedgehog's blue arms. Chris was not amused by the troll attempt. On December 18th, Quickie Forums member Skyraider91, who had previously posted numerous photos of Chris's house after the fire and had uncovered old documentation from the Chandler's dumpster, leaked a video that Christian filmed in the aftermath of the family gift exchange.
Wait, what?
Posted numerous photos of Chris's house after the fire and had uncovered old documentation from the Chandler's dumpster. Leaked a video that Christian filmed in the aftermath
They
of
went
the family
dumpster
gift
diving
exchange
to
of
get
Christmas
this.
Day,
They literally went through the
2004.
dumpster to get
The
like
video was
her
part
shit.
of the director's cut of Chris's "Yep, I'm on TV" DVD, which was given to Catherine as a
Wow,
present.
everything was in that
I wish she was
dumpster.
here so that I could
Everything.
talk to her and so she can help me in my quest to get
All
a
of this
boyfriend
dumpster diving
free,
anyway.
18,
Oh god.
20-year-old
Oh god.
girl.
I hate that you're right.
It was later revealed that Skyraider was in fact the same troll who had played the part of Katie's cousin Al, who had accompanied the two on their date.
Well, that's
The
like
following
the
day,
dumpster
Chris
since
posted on Facebook
the fire,
that she
I
had
think.
downloaded the game Meme Run for
Hopeful,
the
thank you so much for
Nintendo
the biddies.
Wii
Really
U,
appreciate it.
which capitalized on popular internet-based image macros and trending memes, believing that her trolls obsessed over them. She found the game to be sensory overloading and determined that all the trolls were seriously stressed, weird, offensive, mentally demented, and screwed up. On December 19th, Christine uploaded 43 images on her "Fix Sonic's arms immediately, Sega" Facebook page, depicting the new Sonic the Hedgehog in various TV show stills and marketing photos, with his arms altered to be the original color. She pleaded for her followers to mass send the pictures to Sega and Cartoon Network
Good
to convince
God.
them to change the character's design. The next day, Chris wrote on Facebook
I didn't even
that the
know that
family's
the
Christmas would
original
likely be only fair,
arm color
as they
was
were not ready
tan.
to finish moving back to their old house before the holidays. So she suggested that people consult her wish list for possible presents or gift cards to send her, strongly suggesting that she desired the big Grand Emporium Lego set, and advised against people sending her gag gifts, such as lumps of coal or copies of the Sonic Boom game. On December
If you're going to be sending a joke gift, a lump of coal or a copy of the Blue Arm Bandit Sonic Boom games would be the most offensive to me. Yeah, no fucking shit, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, she literally just put it out there. She put it out there. By the way, don't send me these things. It's going to make me upset. Okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Huh? Oh yeah, no, I saw this. We saw this yesterday. I mentioned it yesterday. The Axel.
December 21st, Chris once again posted a link to her mother's
You
car,
really want to know
which
how
was
she
still up
handled
for
the
sale
Sonic
for
movie?
$10,000,
Well, I mean, like,
and also listed
Gino
Barbara's phone number for
is
possible
going on a break,
inquiries.
but
In the comment
if
section,
they ever get
Kim
to it,
Wilson wrote that Barbara's car's fair
I'll be
market
able to
value
look.
was around $3,000, and doubted
me.
if anyone would choose to pay as much as she desired. Christine replied, stating that it was her mother's idea to price it at $10,000. During this time, Chris was still text messaging Catherine, trying to come to an
Wow,
understanding
so
over
she
their breakup.
really
On Christmas Eve,
is the
Chris
same
sent her a few
person.
finalizing texts.
She and her mother are the same
I'll
person.
tell you another thing. While I can appreciate it from my mother and pets, but when I get a show of positive emotions or vibes from anyone else, nada, and or a paint thud in my heart. And that is blamed on my autism. And when I am in the depressed and lonely boat like I am again now. But, whatever. Enjoy your Christmas with your parents and the stepmom and other family alive and close. And whoever you end up having for a boyfriend and sweetheart.
What the
And
fuck?
because everyone around here locally either hates me and my mother, or overlooks or ignores us, we both are feeling depressed. At home, we have each other, but that's about it right there. An emotional crappy Christmas. Peaceful day, but with everyone outside of our house not appreciating us much at all. On Christmas Day, Chris messaged Renee, letting her know that she had bought figurines for the game Skylanders, and that she also had family time and some bonus cash to keep her spirits up. However, her pets were causing some trouble. She wished that she could wake up in the morning either with a sweetheart by her side, or having magically transformed her body from male to female.
Yeah. To the Fashion Square Mall.
Oh!
Described as a white male, 5'9", with long brown hair. So he's wearing 2 sets of glasses and fake breasts. His name is supposed to be...
Oh my goodness, Justin! Justin, thank you so much! Thank you so much for donating to Layton's fundraiser. Thank you, I really appreciate it. We're so close, you guys. We're doing it. I'm really happy. I'm really proud. And I'm not going to say how much we're at because I know that Layton's not checking. Layton doesn't want to check and Layton doesn't want to know. Right, Layton?
On December 26th, Chris and her mother
Wait,
drove...
what did she say? He's wearing 2 sets of glasses and fake breasts. Okay.
On December 26th, Chris and her mother drove to Charlottesville's Fashion Square. While Barbara stayed by herself to have lunch, Chris entered the game retailer, GameStop, from which she had been banned for vandalizing Sonic Boom displays.
Oh my god.
At the time, user of the site Tumblr, Monozetai, who knew of Chris Chan, was at the store at the same time and managed to record a
Layton,
short
once
video
you finish your
and later
goals,
wrote an
let me
account
know
of
so
what
I
he
can
experienced.
share with them.
I looked up and saw Chris surrounded by 3 to 4 employees in a corner. I recognized Chris's voice before their appearance. A woman was telling Chris that they had been banned from the store and needed to leave, to which Chris responded with something like, "Oh, come on! Can't we let bygones be bygones?" The employees ignored him and continued to tell him to leave and threatened to call security.
Yeah, use female
Eventually,
pronouns
they
for
dispersed
Chris
to
now.
do so, which is about when I began filming. The short clip shows Christine on her way out of the store, and right before exiting, she pepper sprayed the shirt of the store's assistant manager,
Oh my
who was standing
God.
to the side of the door.
Don't call anybody.
Excuse me, ma'am. I just work here.
Kristen went back to her car and drove back home. Police arrived at the scene about half an hour after the incident and managed to find her mother, Barbara, still eating lunch at the mall. Police officers took her home, promptly arrested Chris, and then brought her to be detained at Albert Mall Regional Jail.
Oh my gosh, she left her mother too. She left her mother there. What the fuck?
2 days later, an individual recorded his call to the jail, asking about the details of Chris's detainment.
Good afternoon. I want to verify some information about an inmate that you have.
I'm gonna guess Chandler.
Let me guess,
Yeah,
Chandler.
Christian Weston Chandler. I'm not the first person who called you about this particular issue.
No, you're the third person in a row. That's why I knew it was that, probably.
Okay, I'm
Why are you fucking surprised? Why are you surprised? The
I want to
fuck?
confirm or deny if he is in jail right now because some incident that happened, I think, 2 days ago or something.
Yeah, he's here.
He is in jail.
He's here. He'll have video court Monday morning.
Damn.
Okay, could you add more information? He's going to be charged. He's going to.
Oh yeah, he got a charge for spraying gas.
Wait, can they do this? Can they say this? What part are we at? We're on part 43, hun. Like, can they even say this? Can they even ask? I guess they don't even care. I feel like arrest records are public. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that arrest records are public. It's a good thing you guys don't know my name.
I think he sprayed pepper
I mean,
spray on somebody.
don't call anybody
Yeah,
looking for
that's the
Lilybelle. Thank you.
information that we have. There's some video on YouTube where he's.
Where is
tried
Zula? I
getting
know.
something
I miss Zula. I think Zula just doesn't want to be around
Right.
Christian anymore.
I hope.
If
they-
anybody knows, you know what?
Oh yeah, he's fine.
Is Zula on the Discord?
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. I appreciate all your cooperation.
On December 29th, Christine was formally charged with a Class 6 felony, unlawful release of dangerous gas. She posted a $2,500 bail and was allowed to return home, with her next hearing scheduled for February 5th, 2015. Upon returning home, Chris wrote an exceptionally long Facebook post detailing her account
Where's
of
Zula?
what transpired. Attention everyone! To preface what has happened recently, I simply remind everyone that Sonic the Hedgehog's arms are not freaking blue. If #Sega had never changed them, or reversed the change between February and November of this year in the new Sonic Boom video games and cartoon series on Cartoon Network, as well as the toys and whatever else, I would never have had to protest and rebel the way I have, including the creation of my group. Fix Sonic's arms immediately, Sega! Within my groups, I have led by example to push forward to the path of waking Sega up and forcing them to change Sonic's arm color back immediately. And to confess, I have done my part for real. I had personally gone into 3 of the 4 local GameStops, excluding the Fashion Square one, 3 times to personally protest in my silent way. First attack. I printed, as seen on the Facebook group, the fronts of the Sonic Boom game inserts. I fixed double-sided tape onto the backs and affixed
What
them
is
onto the
this?
fronts of their respective display game boxes on the shelves. Second attack. About
What
a
is
week
this?
later.
What is this? What is this? What are we spamming? Benish, what's happening? What the fuck, Benish? Alright, Benish, I'm sorry. Benish. What the fuck, Benish? Oh my god. Oh god. Alright. Well, that's that.
Pointingly punctual, whatever the heck that means. Sweet mother, man. Jesus. Where the hell
What?
did you come from? Hey, Rob.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We're not gonna watch this. We're not gonna watch this. I just thought it would be funny. I just thought it'd be funny, but.
I checked the success of my first attack. Damaged a few original inserts pretty well to full removal. And
Lily
of what was
timed
still
me out
there,
for 60
I made attempts to
seconds.
transfer
Me
the
actually
inserts
having
from
to
the
learn how to
original
do this?
cases
Okay,
into
hold on.
behind the inserts of different games. I've had to briefly explain my reasons and the protest, and told them that they should not be selling the Blue Arm Bandit games in the first place,
Okay.
and that they should send all of their remaining stock of Sonic Boom games and
Sorry,
stuff
honey.
back to Sega to make them change Sonic's arm color back immediately. They did nothing. And one last week later, the third and final attack, and the one and only time that the Fashion Square location had been involved as well. I made up and printed faux price tag decals with the short
It's
notes
okay, I
to
can
discourage
remod
purchase
after.
of the Blue Arm Bandit games and promote the protesting boycott. I also had hidden all of the blue-armed Sonic toys at Toys R Us here, concealed hidden amongst the metal cupboards, so they all would not be sold, and best boycotted for the protest. They remained hidden for the longest time of over a month, found and reshelved near
Wow.
the 20th of December to my personal dismay and
Wow.
crestfallen. And at Best Buy, all copies of their Sonic Boom games are still successfully concealed and hidden from view and purchase. Last Friday, the 26th, my
Dude.
mother and I were at the mall, getting pizza and spaghetti for lunch. She had informed me of a good mini refrigerator deal at Sears, so after eating, I made my way to check it out. On the way to Sears, I peeked into the GameStop, and I spotted a new Skylander figure, Blastermind. I was set to buy it, and I was going to consider checking out their Wii U pre-owned software selection in their 3-for-2 deal. Innocent. I was not looking for trouble, but then this male loomed out in front of me, frightened the crap out of me, and he said in a booming voice that only scared me worse, "You are banned from here! You need to leave now!" But still determined to continue my shopping, I veered into the Wii U direction when his female accomplice startled me and boomed in as well. Still feeling frightened and mentally overloaded, I made a grab for my pepper spray to use in defense. I offered a few peaceful solutions.
Chris, I'm trying to untime out Benish, so I don't know why it's not untiming out. But also, Chris pioneered the hate men campaign. Seriously? This is like Half-Life, Full-Life consequences? Oh my goodness. Benish, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to untime you out, but for some reason, it's not. I feel like, hold on, how do I, let me look for you. Oops. I spelled your name wrong, hold on. Okay, it's untimed out, awesome. Back, welcome back.
But she ended up sending him to go get security.
Do you want your mod
so
back?
I shouted, "Fine, I'm leaving." And I dropped the figure. And on my way out, I told the male not to get anyone, and we both stopped near simultaneous. I still felt my own worst from where, with the fear,
Yeah,
startle,
no, I'm glad
paranoia,
you did. I'm
and
glad
I
you
did
did.
not
Thank you, Benish.
want him following me and causing more trouble upon me. And then in my defense, and to make my escape, I spritzed a minuscule amount of the pepper spray downward, not in his face, and then I left. I did not learn until much later that the spritz had done a lot worse than I had imagined it would, as well as learning that they were the so-called manager and ass manager of that particular store. I had no idea of the contents of the pepper spray, or that it was illegal for use in certain situations in the state of Virginia at all. And I had tried the stuff on myself days before in the upstairs bathroom. A 2-second spray onto my left wrist. Some of it got onto the bathtub wall as well.
Congratulations to Axel for also joining our flight attendants team. Thank you. I see Axel has been trying to do this for a while. Axel deserves
Like
it.
sampling a
Axel deserves
perfume
this.
or deodorant.
He's been trying to
It
get
took
by
me
for
out
like years.
damn well.
Yeah.
I had to open the windows, turn on the bathroom fan,
It's been a
and
long time,
aim the
literally
box fan
since
into
we've
the
met.
bathroom to air the place out.
A year
And I wiped the
and a half
wall off
ago.
as well. And of course, I washed my hands. It took 15 to 30 minutes to make it bearable in there again. In the end, yes, I went
Only
along
time Chris
peacefully
went
when
in
the
the
police
bathtub.
arrived to collect me. And I had to spend a miserable weekend in jail.
What? Where's the? Hold on. I don't know. Okay, I have no idea the contents. All right, and I had the. Okay. Okay. No. I was just catching up. Sorry. Benish, thank you so much for gifting to Deluxe. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And also, Hopeful, thank you so much for the biddies. Really appreciate it. Imagine if Chris owned it.
I
Oh,
was the
jeez.
victim. I did not cause the original provoking. The assistant manager made the first attack onto
What
me
do you think
and
is
provoked
an
my defensive
attack
response.
is? What do you think an
I
attack
was
is?
minding my own business, not looking for trouble, and then he startled me, similar to a potential rapist in a dark alley in a big city.
Are
Any
you
of
fucking
would
kidding
have
me?
done the
Are you
same as
fucking
I have
oh
in
my
defense
God.
and escape. And we can sue Sega for changing Sonic's arm color and ultimately this male getting pepper sprayed. Think about it seriously. And my protest actions are not acts of vandalism, regardless of your individual perceptions. It was not vandalism, but good protest when in around 2000.
Yeah, sorry. So I'm so sorry for interrupting. So because the Discord is a fan Discord, actually helmed by Leighton, who is I'm raising money for. Everything that you see in the Discord is like the Leighton and the flight attendants, and I'm here just to support and thank them kindly. But it is a fan Discord, so anything if you want like. If you want Axel, if you wanted to be flight attendant there too, you ask Leighton, so thanks. Yeah, he works super hard on it, really.
4 at Fashion Square. I tried their
He's
new
done
soda
everything
machines
for me.
with a credit debit card slot. And then I learned of the $5 surcharge that brought my bank account into the freaking red.
Oh my
I suddenly posted
God.
sticky note signs onto each machine shortly after. This machine charges you $5 per card use. A few days later, the original machines returned. Nobody gave me any freaking grief or complaints
Are
at all
you
about
serious?
that.
Oh my
and
God.
if you really want to see the whole mess happen, go find the security tape of the time of point A,
Welcome,
my
Axel,
finding
to the flight
blasterminds to
attendants
point
on
B
Discord.
of my
Thank
departure
you.
from the store.
That means you get
Now,
free Patreon.
if you will excuse me, I have a lot
So
of much
sorry
required
for all
packing
the
to take
Lily
care
Loos
of.
you're gonna see
Good
now.
day. Kenneth Engelhardt left a comment, pleading for Chris to understand that she entered an establishment from which she had been banned, with an item that was considered to be a weapon in the state of Virginia, and that she had no right to be there. Members of her Sonic Facebook group were similarly not supportive of her stance. Chris's assault and arrest were understandably a mass discussed topic on the Quickie forums during the closing days of the year. In addition, Chris received some attention in more mainstream media. The video of the pepper spraying received significant views on YouTube and was featured in several online publications. The GameStop incident was written up in an article posted on Wii U Daily, a website focusing on news related to the Nintendo Wii U console and other game-related happenings. Also, entertainment website Design and Trend detailed the event in an article of their own, mistakenly calling Chris a popular internet meme creator.
Oh
On
wow,
January 2nd,
wow!
2015, Chris
I
wrote,
love that they said that was a mistake. Like the mistake is that Chris is not a meme creator. Chris is the meme.
on Facebook that she was experiencing muscle pain as she kept herself busy moving the family's belongings back into their old home. The next day, people connected with the forums
Okay,
reported
Lily
that she was
Ludes,
spotted
but
arguing with security personnel at the
it's
retail
fine.
store Walmart, from which she had been banned. The troll playing the part of Renee finally texted Chris back, asking about what happened. Chris confirmed that she went to Walmart and was accused of trespassing by the managers, which she denied. She threatened to use her pepper spray on them to keep them away from her. Chris confessed that she had had the pepper spray for years, but only recently decided to take it out in public in order to use it in situations of self-defense. Renee asked her how did she feel threatened by the Walmart staff,
Renee finally
with Chris
answered at
replying
least.
that their threats were akin to bullying. She suggested that Chris seek counseling and
bullying.
should call
Oh
the
my
Mental
God.
Health Association of Albemarle, Charlottesville. In response, Chris wrote, "You are being unfriendly to me and a meanie. I hope your house burns down with you and your jerk boyfriend inside. Good day."
Sorry, I had to pause just to digest that she said that. That she just...
In the meantime,
You are being unfriendly to me. And a meanie. I hope your house burns down with you and your boyfriend in it, okay? Good day.
Christine posted on Facebook that people should notify the American and Japanese divisions of Sega about her recent misfortunes because they decided to change Sonic's arm color. if they had not made the alteration. Chris wrote that she would have never protested in the way that she had. She added that the addition
How long
of
till we
green
get to the
irises for
motherfucker
Sonic was a
saga?
positive
That's not even
change
out.
in her
That's not
opinion.
even out. I want you to know that when that came out, like, Gino is still just barely catching up to nothing. And then more shit came out, and Gino literally, hold on, I'm gonna have to like open up Gino's channel just for you to see. Gino literally went on a hiatus, like did a hiatus stream. This is Gino.
And the whole story of it being set in 1911, you know, the
Right? And everybody literally like, thank you for all your work. You deserve a break. I don't even blame you, because holy shit, not only have you chronicled this dude's life to an insane and entertaining degree, but the shit that came out is fucked. Take as long as you need and can't wait to see what you make in the future. So I didn't watch the entire thing, but I get it. You know what I mean? So we're not getting that soon.
She then wrote that the Chandlers were busy moving
looks so
back into their
depressed.
old home,
I
and so she
think
was
he's
unable
just
to
over
access
it.
the internet via Wi-Fi for long periods of time. Chris added that she was feeling stressed, and if any individual were to make her day worse by verbal
go
attacks
two
or
ways.
threats, she would defend herself and even retaliate if necessary, going so far as to pepper
Here,
spray
I'll
herself.
tell you.
She wished for others to sincerely like her, but she felt she was unable to change anyone's mind. On January 8th, Chris wrote again that she hated Sega for allowing the blue-armed version of Sonic to continue to exist, which forced her to defend herself from attack, leading to a weekend in jail. The next day, she uploaded an image macro featuring a character from the cartoon series Lilybelle's Pet Shop, which stated that wearing mongoose knows how you feel. Chris added a comment clarifying that she was a sad, lonely, worrying individual. On January 10th, Christine wrote a Facebook post in response to reading the article regarding the GameStop incident as written in Wii U Daily. Off my rocker? How dare she? My protest was sound, valid, and meant to be good. And she completely ignores that on the day I had to defend myself from that ass manager, he verbally attacked and defended me! And I had no idea of what other pains and stresses he was capable of doing, and I did not want him following me
I
either.
hope you enjoy it. I'm
You
so
all
sorry.
do not understand my
I hope
fragile
it's nice
mind,
to see you, though.
nor
Thank
do
you.
any of you all have any caring nor understanding to leave a mentally scarred, damaged, and flawed individual like me be at personal peace of mind. But hell no! You all keep on stressing me more and causing pleasant days gone bad on me, especially most of every last male in this world. All of you are nothing but immature, boorish, uncouth, and damned Neanderthals. It is no wonder why a lot of women detest the lot of you, and why I am most disgusted and ashamed to have been forced to be born a
You and 86 abused me mentally. Can I share the story, you guys? Can I share the story? Yeah, also, Deluxe, if anybody's interested in flight attendant, sorry for interrupting. If anybody's interested in flight attendant, I do watch to see, like, how long it's been going on, what's been going on, your qualifications, how dedicated you are to just being too much around me, because I'm not good at, I'm the worst. I don't do anything. I'm not good at modding anything at all, so. Yeah, go ahead, story time. Sorry for the interruption, and Chris Chan. Story time, yesterday, 86, obviously, if you guys don't know, I think 86 made it, or Tara made it, one of them. They're very, very good friends. I winked on purpose there. They made a bass-boosted version of the Lilybelle Airlines theme. And it was very funny. It was very, very funny. But 86 messaged me and was like, oh my goodness, did Tara send it to you? And I was like, send what? And they were like, wait, he didn't send it to you? And I was like, no, what did he send? And I was like, he said that he sent this to you, and you got really, really upset. And then they sent the bass boosted version, and I was like, oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. That's great. Oh my goodness. And 86 was like, so they lied to me? And I was like, yep. I'm not upset. I thought it was funny. And 86 was like, you know, I'm gonna give them such a hard talking to. And I was like, 86, why give them a talking to when you can just fuck with them back? And I literally was like, why don't you just tell them, oh my god, she's so angry. And so 86 went over and was like, oh my god, she's so, 86 was like, I like this, by the way. And she was like, or what is it? He was like, oh no, I can't believe she's so angry, blah, blah, blah. Like, we totally fucked up. And Tara was like, wait, what? And then Tara messages me and was like, did 86 send you something? And I was like, yes. Just yes, no period, like nothing, just yeah. And so Tara was like, let me see. Yeah, galaxy brain move. Don't, you know what I mean? I was like, that's the best thing you can do if somebody's trying to do this shit to you. Hold on. Let me read it. Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. I said yes. I told him how I felt about it. And Tara's like, wait, you're actually mad? And so I didn't message back. That's the best part. When you're, the best part is when people are like, wait, are you mad? And you just don't message. It's terrible. It literally almost kills me. But I did this because they were, Tara was messing with 86, so I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, and then Tara goes over to 86 and was like, oh my God, what did you do? Why is she so angry? What did you do? And 86 was like, what are you talking about? I didn't do anything. You're the one that sent it to her. And he was like, I'm not. I didn't send it to her. What are you talking about? Oh my God, I was just fucking around. 86 is like, you told me you sent it to her. Tara's like, I was just fucking around. Oh my God. And now I'm just, yeah. Tara, on the other hand, at that point was like, we're both sorry for all of that. We had a misunderstanding between each other and it ended up involving you. You know, I'm so sorry. And then 86 was like, this is great. When should we end it? I'm like, I don't know, whenever you want to end it. I just say, and he's like, how should I end it? I'm like, just say, haha, just kidding. And then I'll tell me and I'll say, haha, just kidding. And he was like, okay, let's do it now. So the both of us just went, ha, just kidding. Gotcha. That's what you get. Don't include me in your pranks. I will enjoy them. I will join. I will enjoy them. There's two types of people. I'm so sorry, Tara. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just, I'm so sorry. The Zetas, I know. But I'm so sorry. I care for Tara and 86 very much. I care for them very much, and I thought it would be funny. I mean, I was included, okay? If it didn't have anything to me, I was just pranking 86. Yeah, but obviously 86 is it's just funny. You just got pranked back. It's fine. That's what you thought.
Also on the 10th.
No,
Facebook
you're not. I mean, I enjoyed it. I had a good time, but I feel bad if they actually were like crazy hurt.
Which depicted
obviously, if you like no longer trust me and like are completely hurt, then yeah, I am kind of sorry.
And promptly deleted it. On January 11th.
Whoa! What?
Also on the 10th, Facebook user Tiki Manicat posted an image on Chris's "Fix Sonic's arms immediately, Sega" page, which depicted the newly designed Sonic the Hedgehog, altered to look like Sonichu.
Wow.
Chris disapproved of the picture and promptly deleted it.
That's very well done, though.
On
That's
January
actually very
11th,
well done.
Chris wrote a lengthy Facebook post regarding her wish for people to positively like her, and that if her good day is turned to bad by people who threaten her, then she would defend herself to force those offenders to respect her. She reflected that she had been growing more paranoid ever since trolls discovered her in late 2007, in addition to an increasing number of people in real life who have shown her a difficult time.
Have a good chicken
Christine
burrito.
felt that no good could come from killing someone else or herself, as that would only force the person into entering the next realm without any lessons learned. So she saw no need to own a gun, and felt it better to merely use mace if the situation arose. She added that she was a female soul and wanted to be addressed with female pronouns, and would give cold shoulders or stares to those who continued to call her a man. She further wrote that no one should be banned from large retail establishments for crimes less serious than gun withdrawal or robbery, since people tend to have bad days, and that they shouldn't be banned for the way they acted because of how they felt at that one moment.
She's like, I'm not going to kill you because I think you should be learning your lesson. But at the same time, she's the same kind of person that if she were a serial killer, she would definitely spend a long time torturing the bodies, and the people and the victims before actually killing. You know what I'm saying? It's really God.
In closing, Christine asked to be left alone to live life in peace, since she had no intention of harming herself or anybody else. It was also on that day that she sent her last text messages to Renee, revealing to her that she felt sad and upset because she shrunk 1 inch in height, and that she lost Renee's love for her, despite the fact that she never expressed any loving interest for Chris. Christine came to the conclusion that Renee was in league with the trolls and had been sharing their conversations on the forums, and in closing, wished her luck in dealing with that reality weighing down on her individual fucked up head. On January 12th, Null,
like, what do you think
the
about
owner
your
of the
head?
new forum site, Kiwi Farms,
Kiwi
the successor to
Farms!
the
It comes
Cookie
full
Forums,
circle!
shared some info concerning Christian's Club Nintendo account, which was acquired from an employee at Nintendo of America. His post listed all the Nintendo consoles she had registered with her account. 2 3DSs, 1 DS, 1 DSi, 2 DSi XLs, 1 Wii, and 1 Wii U.
Oh my god.
He stated that she owned almost every first-party game released for the Wii U and 3DS game consoles, and displayed a list of some notable recent purchases, which included Sonic Boom, both for the Wii U and 3DS.
She has
Forum members
everything.
calculated that based on the information provided, Christine had spent between $6,000 and $19,000 for all the said Nintendo purchases. The next day,
What's the
Chris
PFP,
addressed this
Psychic?
leaked
What's
list
the
of
PFP?
owned consoles and games in a Facebook.
It's fine. It's okay. You didn't have to. What?
Forum members calculated that based on the information provided,
What did you miss?
Christine had spent
We
between
finally did the
$6,000
she-her
and
thing.
$19,000 for all the said
so it's
Nintendo
she-her now.
purchases. The next day, Chris addressed this leaked list of owned consoles and games in a Facebook post, clarifying that she never purchased the Sonic Boom games.
I want you to know. I don't understand what the big deal with that profile picture is. I don't know what. I don't know what that. I don't know. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. See, sorry, I have no idea.
The 3DS version was actually a present handed to her by her ex-girlfriend Catherine's cousin Al after an alleged bowling outing, and registered the 3DS card that was enclosed with its Club Nintendo account. She was soon after sent the Wii U game
Babby,
in the mail,
yeah, you
and
missed
has
them
never
going
played
to
it.
jail
She stated that being
again
gifted the games that she was protesting and accepting them out of politeness did not change her
going
stance for
back
the game.
to
Chris pleaded for
a
Sega to
place
change Sonic's
that they were
arm color,
banned,
since
and
it had
then
already caused
pepper
harm to
spraying
Chris
people.
and to possibly over 1,000 other
and
people
also
as
it's a
well.
she now.
3 days later, Chris wrote on Facebook that despite the judge ordering both Chris and GameStop employees to not come in contact with each other, she claimed that she received 2 calls from the game retailer
I did not
a
know
day
that,
after
but
the
I
first
know that
court
Wii U
hearing,
didn't go well.
signifying that they
Star
violated
Catfish is
the
now
court
boarding. Welcome to
rules.
Lilybelle Airlines. Hope you have a safe and enjoyable
On January
flight.
19th, Kenneth Engelhart showcased his newly purchased comic books on Facebook, one of which featured the Sonic Boom iteration of...
Oh my gosh! That's Kenneth? Kenneth is older than I thought. I'm sorry, Quick has kids?
Sonic the Hedgehog on the front cover.
Who's Kenneth? So Kenneth is just a community member. Like Kenneth is on Quick's Facebook and stuff like that. Kenneth was the one that kind of had the Sonic fan page, I think, on Facebook, and then they had to ban Quick out of that too. Oh. No, I'm saying wouldn't that be funny? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah.
Christine saw the post and felt betrayed.
Sure.
Kenneth clarified that he bought other comics as well, which featured the older design of Sonic. He later made a detailed post breaking down the percentages of the 4 stories in the comic book.
I mean,
and
I
showed
fucking
that only
would. That's gonna sell for a
18.5%
lot.
of the Sonic comic book was focused on a storyline based on the Sonic Boom universe. 3 days later, Kiwi Farms user Theoden leaked a text conversation between Chris and an unknown individual, which revealed her thoughts concerning what happened at the GameStop. Chris continued to state that it was an act of self-defense, and that the ass manager scared her and made her feel intimidated. The other party told her that they felt she was unstable and potentially dangerous. Chris wrote that 99% of males were generally Neanderthal and aggressive, and that the employee of the store was allegedly a spontaneous attacker and knew no more about his intentions at the time than a chipmunk's bounty of bananas, hence why she was so scared of what he might do. Christine thought that if the judge read her Facebook posts, he would agree that it was a clear-cut case of self-defense, though the person she was messaging disagreed. It was around this time that Chris sent an envelope to Sega of America's headquarters in San Francisco. The envelope was filled with a large amount of glitter in an effort to produce what is called a glitter bomb, intended to cover the person opening the envelope with glitter granules and cause general annoyance. She also enclosed a typed letter in which she threatened to send a glitter bomb to Sega every week.
Wait, she sent this to Sega and then what, Sega leaked it or something? Or Sega, how, what?
Until they changed Sonic the Hedgehog's
How do
arm
people
color.
know this?
On January 24th, Chris posted a drawing titled, "My Mind is a Blank," in which she depicted herself lying on the floor and blankly staring into space as the audience sees into her mind, which is a recursive depiction of Chris lying on the floor. In the accompanying text, she wrote, "In case anyone was wondering what is on my mind is a blank. Not that you care. I've been very stressed."
Oh my god. This just, every single time that they say I've been very stressed, it literally just reminds me of the fact that like when she does her like apology videos, she'll like, "I'm so sorry. I'm in so much turmoil. You don't even understand. I've been starving for days." Like she can't make it with.
And if any of you all damn bunch of people and trolls really cared a scrap about me, in reference to me as an interesting person, you all would never have hazed me on Encyclopedia Dramatica in the first place, as well as continue to haze and hate me beyond that on the damn quickie. The lot of you all from around the world have expressed unrequited hatred against me for over 7 freaking years.
That's actually
It would
true.
have to take a lot of convincing me that you all like me truly and much at all. There have been multiple
not gonna do
times
that.
pissing, blackmailing, deceiving, torturing, and hating on me too damn much to make me see most to any of you lot all any favorably. Good grief! 2 days later, she wrote that her birthday was coming up soon, and so asked again for the required grand
Everybody hates me. But also, here's some Legos if you would like to buy me some.
Emporium Lego set, suggesting that if the trolls contributed to buying the set, she may reconsider her feelings about them. Kenneth instead suggested that Chris could create a fundraiser for a trip to the beauty spa. Christine instead reinstated her need for the Grand Emporium Lego set in a reply. She then made another Facebook post in which she asked for more mostly straight Lego road plates from any person who had some to spare.
I don't
On February
understand.
2nd, Chris
like,
relisted her Sonichu and Roaster
brain is
custom-made
just
medallions
off.
on eBay, asking people to buy them and give her positive ratings, and further
my
commented
God.
that if people liked her, then they should also like her characters. It was on this day that YouTube user, Satchmo, uploaded an over 1 hour-long documentary-style video about Christian on YouTube, simply titled, "Christian Weston Chandler Documentary."
Oh my god,
later
we're watching a
renamed to
documentary
Christian
in a documentary?
In addition to using existing clips related to the story, Satchmo filmed an interview with a special education teacher to offer his insight into Chris's situation. The video was made for a high school project and contains little biased commentary from its creator in an effort to detail the events of Chris's life up to that point in a largely objective manner. The video received a generally positive response, and as of August 2020, has amassed over 2.2 million views.
We will briefly go over most of the stories because simply there is too much to tell.
On February 5th,
Gino
Christine
probably got
attended her
some of the
court
research
hearing
from there,
regarding her
too.
pepper spraying at GameStop. Ramspieler, a member of the Kiwi Farms who was in attendance at the courthouse, reported that the Chandlers had hired the wrong type of lawyer who did not have enough time to prepare for their case.
Oh no.
Another Farms member, Zionista, who was also present, provided a more detailed account of their experience. Chris was wearing women's clothes, but didn't look like as much of a disaster as usual. Barb was with him, wearing what looked like a red wool coat. Chris looked
many
pretty
episodes
nervous
do you
while
plan
he
to
was
watch
waiting for
today?
things to get started. He was fidgeting a lot and kept leaning over to ask her questions. I'm pretty sure I heard him ask, "Do you think we should tell them about our troll problems?" once, which made me smile inside. Naturally, even though there were 2 or 3 female PDs in the courtroom, Chris got the one brute male of the lot. He was summoned as Mr. Chandler, which I doubt he liked much. I heard the PD make a brief comment about Chris's appearance, but didn't hear exactly what was said. The PD, Chris, and the judge spoke with each other for about 2 minutes, and eventually the ruling was for a continuation on April 2nd. The two of them left the courtroom, only to come back in about a minute or 2 later, with Chris chiding his mother. "What were you thinking, Barbara Ann?" I guess Barb had already forgotten the date of the next hearing, or maybe she thought they needed to come back later in the day or something. Anyway, she and Chris spoke to the PD for another minute or two. I heard the PD say this to them. I said you're free to go. Yes, it's April 2nd. April 2nd. I can write that down for you if you want. He looked just a little annoyed, because even this short exchange was enough to hold things up. Chris and Barb were blocking the middle of the courtroom while this was happening, and the judge had to ask them to move out of the way so the next guy up could get through. The two of them left a little while later. All Chris had to say on his way out was, "Welp," accompanied by a stress sigh. Ramspieler also filmed a short clip of the Chandlers leaving the courthouse.
Did Barbara stop getting on her case about wearing women's clothes and stuff?
He also posted a video on YouTube of the family's house.
There's Bob's greenhouse. It's like a fucking tree house, some shit like that.
Oh my goodness.
Mountain. Private property sign on that chair right over there, if you can see it, I'm not sure. And there's the famous BMW with a B Weston license plate on it. Going around a bit. Yeah, a lot of trees.
That reads like a haunted house thing. That reads like, okay, I came there because it's super haunted. I don't know.
After the hearing, she maintained a low profile online, making very few posts on Facebook. On February 10th, Chris shared a photo of all the medallions she had made so far to order, planning to prepare them all for shipment within the same day. She later edited the post to clarify that she will be signing the orders from then on with her feminine name, Christine. The next day, she expressed her elation over Facebook after finding out that the Nintendo game Flipnotatina 3D, the predecessor of which Chris had extensively used on her DS, would be getting released onto the newer 3DS handheld console. On the 28th, Christine paid her condolences to the recently passed actor Leonard Nimoy, quoting his often uttered phrase from the Star Trek franchise,
Oh my God, has
"Live
it been
long
that long?
and prosper." On March 1st, Chris listed 23 more medallions up for sale on eBay and accompanied the news with a post regarding earlier criticisms from customers.
Hi, Randy.
My complaint is that in the past, the odd less than 5 people complained of their medals arriving as shooty. That is why my stellar status is below standard.
Shooty.
Each medallion is
Shoddy.
handmade with care and all of that, which you could not get anywhere else, even from a plastic printing 3D printer. Nothing and nobody is absolutely perfect. Complain to eBay if you'd like me to be able to list more than 20 medals ever again. Thank you for your patronage.
What do you think
On the
eBay
8th,
is gonna do
she
about
made
this?
a list of
really?
celebrities that she would invite to a hypothetical party she would be hosting.
Little
The list
shooty.
included Britney Spears, Pamela Anderson,
Oh,
Tara Strong,
the following is
Lady Gaga,
hypothetical.
Kelsey Grammer, Jerry Seinfeld, Betty White, Monica Rial, Christopher Lloyd, Temple Grandin, and Seth Rogen. She acknowledged that if any of the listed individuals attempted to message her, she would perceive them as trolls or cyberbullies, masquerading as the celebrities, and would ignore them. 4 days later, Christine made a post arguing against the importance that Sweetheart's parents or TV show characters placed on the so-called prospects of people. She surmised that every person, regardless of how much money they are making or spending, have the same chance of success and wealth as anyone else. Kim Wilson left a comment, refuting this claim, writing the prospects vary widely from person to person. At around this time, Chris began using the online dating site OkCupid again, updating her profile username from Level Up King to Level Up Queen, and added to her description that she would only consider a threesome if it involved 2 other women. In addition, she added new photos of herself to her profile, including one in which she is standing in front of the mirror, wearing only a bra and pants. Kiwi Farms users noted the appearance of a rainbow wig and a box of enema laxatives in the foreground. On March 9th, Christine received a trollsome letter purported to be from Sega of America's
Damn it, I
headquarters,
thought Sega
which
actually
stated
said
that the
something,
company
but it's
acknowledged
troll
her
again.
complaints, and they resulted in increased stocking of the game due to many returns, replacing of vandalized signs, and hiring of cleanup crews to tend after the glitter bombs. As a compromise, they decided to recall all outdated Sonic merchandise and material released prior to Sonic Boom and update the design of the character to the improved blue-armed model. Chris made a Facebook post exclaiming that they misunderstood her protests. After she pleaded for her friend Anna McLaren to share the letter and let Sega know of their mistake, Anna told Chris that the letter was fake. On March 26th, Chris wrote a comment on a Nintendo news post regarding the low performance of the Sonic Boom video games. She said that the biggest reason for the failure was Sonic's blue arms, which were never meant to be blue. Other
Really?
commenters felt that it was more because of the glitches in the game. On the final day of March, Chris commented on a preview picture posted by the official My Little Pony Facebook page concerning the plot of an upcoming episode of the cartoon series, My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. She wrote that after reading the synopsis of the episode, in which some of the pony characters would be losing their identifying cutie marks found on their hinds, it made her want to cry sad. Christine's insistence in keeping herself young at heart had resulted in a change in circumstances that she felt were unjust, an adult consequence brought about as a result of a childlike tantrum. With her life now colored once again with more impending court dates, Chris still failed to become an adult. Not because she didn't want to grow up, but perhaps she didn't understand if she still could.
Wow. Those good drama ending quotes. Those are still the best. Still the best. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna be right back. He's in the bathroom. Back. Yes. Oh, wait, never mind. Wait, did we miss it? Did we miss it? Yes, exclamation point Leighton. I am raising money for my very, very good friend Leighton, the backbone of my community. I hope you guys can take a look. I would really appreciate it. I left a half hour and I'm back now. What did I miss? I don't think you missed too much. Saw them going into court and leaving. They went to the wrong court date. Yeah, pretty much it. Did you wash your hands, Lily? Yes, but also the fact that you think you have to question me makes me feel really upset. Or that it should be questioned. What, 86? What? Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Wow! Thank you so much, Jane. Oh, wow! Holy shit! That's so crazy! Okay, James, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate the donation. It says, hope this helps. It really does. It really does. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. And also, Anonymous, that's a hefty one. Disneyland, here we come. And you are absolutely right. That means we are doing a full Minecraft Disneyland tour day. I will be able to show you guys exactly when I announce that day. I'll be able to show you guys like how to download it and how to get on and everything. And then I'll show you around the way I like to do Disneyland on my normal day. But wow. Did it reach yeah, it reached Disneyland Day goal. Meaning I'm taking y'all to Disneyland and you guys will get to see the tour by yours truly, me. Wow. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow. That's awesome. Okay, so 1,000, then which means all my goals are now going to be placed after 1,000. Oh my goodness, I thought you didn't want to know, Leighton. I thought you didn't want to know. And we have more goals, by the way. We have more goals, but I'm so glad there's 50%. We are 50% past it, and then we have 13 days left. This is amazing. I already know your milestones. Okay, thanks. Okay, thanks. We have more goals, but wow. Amazing. James says, I was gone 20 minutes. What happened? We reached 50% of Leighton's fundraiser goal, and I'm really, really excited. I'm really happy because then we get to do two these things. Up next is Marathon Christian. Meaning I will finish the rest of the parts in one sitting. Every day we don't get to that is already me just making that really a lot smaller. But really, thank you so much. And Dell, thank you for continuing your first class. I really appreciate it. Thank you. No, it isn't. It is at 1,500. It is at 1,500. But this is more than wonderful. The question may pose as, what happens if we don't get it? What happens if we get there, when there's only like 3 more parts or something? I'll add because I know that there's another documentary, so I'll look around and add another documentary. I think Benish did say something. There you go. What happens if you already finished Christian by then? More Christian. Right, Farrell, right? And yeah, once Compy starts streaming again also, Compy is extending. Oh, right, the duration. But once Compy is streaming again also, Compy has goals. There's plenty. So, yeah, thank you. Hopeful, thank you so much for the videos. Really appreciate it. I think the only fair is to watch every Christmas. No, we're not doing that. That's a lot. But we could probably do, I think Benish has another documentary that goes into other parts of it that we could do. But thank you so much. Wow, really appreciate it. I'm really, really happy. Thank you. Support for Leighton is support for me, really.
What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Christian.
Sorry, I fell back in my chair. The intro has changed? Yeah, a little, right? The intro added that dark part. The intro added this.
What made her this way?
Oh, and it's her.
What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated?
I don't remember seeing this, but they changed it to her as well.
Of Christian. On April 2nd, 2015, Christine left her house early in the morning to eat breakfast and drink coffee at a McDonald's in Charlottesville before making her way to the courthouse to attend her second hearing regarding her assault with pepper spray in a GameStop. Kiwi Farms users, Lipitor, and Hey Jackie Pie were also on their way to the courthouse to record their observations. They decided to make a quick stop at McDonald's and by chance encountered Chris. They took pictures of her from behind, and then later when she was returning to her car. Chris then drove to the courthouse, with the 2 Kiwi Farms members following in their car.
Can you imagine, like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, all right? We're gonna get into the courthouse, blah, blah, blah. You want to grab a bite first? Yeah, sure. Let's just go get a McDonald's or something. Oh, shit.
Close behind. They took a video of her entering the building and later wrote their own accounts of what transpired.
Dell, it's okay. My brain
He
is
just sat
already
there in
empty
his
before
car.
that.
Seemed like he was playing a game on his phone or some shit. He sat in there for nearly 30 minutes. I noticed he parked in a spot with a sign that read, "Parking for judges only. Clear as fucking day. Entitled cunt." We wanted to go in after him, so we just waited in front of the door. From behind me, I hear a string of like 9 stress sighs in a row. I turn around to see him. He had removed the MLP glasses and wore his normal ones now. We go in there, and he's just standing there at the metal detector. He had so much fucking jewelry to remove, like bracelets and necklaces. It took forever for him to get them off. The clerk at the metal detector rolled his eyes at him while he was doing it. After he got done, he just sat down in a chair in front of the courtroom, but not in it. He was stress-sighing and looking around nervously. Anyway, he finally fucking got up and went in, and we went through the metal detectors. By the time we got through, I had just opened the courtroom door. He was coming back out, and we almost bumped into each other.
Oh my
He
goodness.
said apologetically, "Well, got that out of the way quick," and dashed out the door to the courtroom. This was like 30 minutes before his hearing, so we didn't know what to make of that.
What does that mean?
So we just sat down, and boring court stuff happened for like 10 or so minutes.
Bob, thank you so much. Thank you for joining first class. I really appreciate it. Thank you,
Chris
Bob.
is definitely not gonna have an outburst though, guys. He's super nervous. Maybe that's just cause Barb wasn't there, I don't know.
Yeah, that
Her
mugshot
case was
looks
continued
awful.
until May 7th.
That
On April
mugshot
4th,
looks like
Christine
really
updated
scary.
her followers on Facebook with a post proclaiming that she was watching the second part of the 2-part My Little Pony Friendship is Magic season premiere. She apparently did not see the first part, since she had to go eat breakfast and buy glue for her projects, but so far disliked part 2, singling out her aversion to conformity. She also expressed her dissatisfaction with the new character. Kristen updated her eBay account with a new item, a custom-made Sonichu figurine, largely made from a Sonic the Hedgehog amiibo, which was a special figurine produced by Nintendo, which could wirelessly interact with game consoles, such as adding a character to a game via a chip in the amiibo's base.
Jesus.
She customized the original amiibo by repositioning Sonic's limbs, coloring over his body, adding additional features with modeling clay, and gluing on a Pikachu tail taken from a Pikachu amiibo. In addition, Chris offered a Roaster version as well, which was also steamingly customized from a Sonic figurine.
That's crazy, dude.
Within the first few hours of this announcement, Christine managed to sell off all 10 available amiibos, which cost $41 each. However, 4 members deduced that since she had to buy 2 amiibos to create a single Sonichu or Roaster one, in addition to further customization with Crayola Model Magic Clay and acrylic paint, Chris made a profit of about $10 to $14 for each figurine sold, before additional eBay fees. Kiwi Farms moderator and former troll, Marvin, confirmed that Christine was aware of the low profits, and that she mostly made them for fun.
Former troll?
Upon receiving the figurines, some of the buyers reported problems, such as Sonichus arriving broken in half, or ears or tails coming off before the package was opened. Despite this, seemingly no one decided to file a complaint against Chris or leave a negative rating.
That's because they knew. You know, you already know.
On April 7th, Christine made a
you
Facebook
already
post
know that
explaining
it's
why
like
she chose
that.
to use Sonic's amiibo base that could transfer the Sonic the Hedgehog character to a game console rather than Pikachu's, and suggested that people vote for Sonichu to become a downloadable character for the Nintendo game Super Smash Bros., which featured a wide selection of playable characters from various video games. In addition, she offered a drawing depicting Sonichu himself, promoting his own amiibo figurine, and talking about having fun playing Super Smash Bros. This request resulted in trolls submitting parodic applications to Nintendo, giving their own reasons for why Sonichu should be included in the game. A week later, Chris addressed the recent Free the Nipple movement, which aimed to normalize women not wearing bras while out in public, and optionally, freely exposing their nipples. She approved of their stance, while also countering with her own Braziers for Males movement. She hoped that more women would feel free to express themselves with their bodies, and conversely hoped that more men learned to be more modest and wear bras. Christine also attached a photo of herself wearing a bra. her Facebook friend Kenneth Engelhart left a reply, stating that female breasts were functional and needed protection, while the male variant had no such need or purpose. Chris felt that the distinction was irrelevant. Her other friend, William Waterman, felt her statement was
Dex,
sexist.
thank you so much for the biddies. I really appreciate
On that
it.
same
Free your
day,
nipples, Lily.
Chris
Let
wrote a
them breathe.
Facebook
Yeah,
post
they already
concerning
breathe.
her
I'm not
reasons
wearing
for
a
why
bra.
she thought
The fuck?
that the free Wii U game, Disney Infinity, was mediocre. On April 16th, Christine posted a drawing with a proclamation from Rosechew saying that she picked the Metroid video game series character Samus while playing Super Smash Bros. Chris added that if Sonichu is chosen to be a new character in the game, she would in return possibly make more Sonichu comics. In her next Facebook post, Chris elaborated on the differences between Rosechew and the Sonic character Amy Rose, by which Rosechew was originally inspired. She clarified that Rosechew possessed quills on her back, a different hairstyle, was more independent in her character, had a longer tail, and that her breasts were larger than Amy's. Later that day, she made another post commenting on the proposed Public Restroom Act in Florida,
Moody! Wow,
which would
wow.
prevent
Thank you so
transgender
much.
people
Thank you for
from
the
using
biddies. I
public
really
bathroom
appreciate it.
of their
Thank you.
choice. Chris was against this motion, stating that transgender people should be allowed to use the restrooms of their opposite birth gender.
Hype
She
train,
felt that some people might feel offended at trans women and trans men using the bathrooms, and that some perverted men
Thank
might
you
take
so much
advantage
for
of the
completing level 2.
situation
Really
and disguise
appreciate
themselves
it.
as women in order to
That's
enter
really,
the
really
women's
sweet. Thank
restrooms,
you.
but thought it was
Sorry, I'm
unlikely
just
to happen.
watching.
The next day, Christine countered the claim made by a survey published in the UK magazine Daily Mail that Charlottesville, Virginia, was found to be the happiest place in the United States. She listed off some notable individuals that she felt were amongst the many paranoid, unfriendly, offensive, and rude people of the city.
Lily,
which
where's
included
Virginia?
Michael
I don't
Snyder,
know. I
Mary
don't
Lee
know.
Walsh, every male police officer, and trolls and cyberbullies who continued to lurk in the area. On April 21st, Christine updated her Facebook profile
Oh,
to
that's
reflect
funny,
the recent change
Vinny.
in
That's
identity,
funny.
officially changing her first name to
Virginia.
Christine and her gender to female. She reinstated that she identified as a lesbian and shared a post from the Human Rights Campaign supporting marriage equality. The following day, she shared a petition which aimed to free an autistic 6th grader who was charged with felony assault. Soon after, she shared an article from NBC News concerning two parents dealing with their daughter believing she was meant to be a boy instead. Christine left a lengthy comment supporting the child's choice as she understood the feeling he was going through. She recommended to the boy to hang on to his birth gender as it would aid in starting up a family later on in life, and encouraged him to stay in school to learn a lot of details and facts. On the 25th, Christine posted a drawing of Black Sonichu, also known as Blake, talking
Lily,
about
I
who
didn't
he
know
would
you
choose
were
to
on
play
Team
as
CS:GO
in the
Girls. I
game
am.
Super Smash
Yeah.
Bros. He would choose either Ganondorf, a villain from the Legend of Zelda video game franchise, or the Mario Brothers villain, Bowser. 4 days later, she shared an article which revealed that the Sonic Boom video game was originally meant to be titled as Sonic Synergy, among other scrapped ideas. Chris felt that if the game was released as first intended, she would never have had to protest Sonic's blue arms and develop mixed feelings for the song Sonic Boom, featured in the 1993 game Sonic CD. On May 3rd, Christine announced on Facebook that she had 10 more Sonichu amiibos ready-made for sale on eBay. In a later comment, she updated her readers that she planned to get the drawings stating Wild and Bubbles' choices for Super Smash Bros. Finished by the following day, since she was keeping herself busy cleaning out trash in the backyard. Later that
When
day,
are they gonna
Kiwi
call the
Farms
dumpster?
user Lucrid wrote that they witnessed Chris at Charlottesville's Impulse Gay Social Club, enjoying a show starring drag queens, and wrote an account of what they saw. He was wearing a sleeveless blue dress with white flowers. It looked like something from Goodwill, over a dark navy blue t-shirt, sneakers, and normal glasses.
Okay, what's wrong
Chris
with
hardly talked to
it
anyone,
looking like
though he
something
seemed to
from
be really
Goodwill?
enjoying the show. He tipped all of the performers. It is customary to tip the performers that you like, so it is not that unusual, though Chris showed his appreciation for every single performer.
That's
I think there
fine.
were at least 10 performances in total, with an intermission in the middle
I think
somewhere.
they're just talking
He
about
stayed
like
for the whole
their
show,
spending
which
habits
means that he
then, too,
didn't
her
get back
spending
to
habits.
Ruckersville until well after midnight. On the other end
Hi,
of the stool
randomness.
that Chris
Hello,
was sitting
hello.
on,
How have I
there were
been?
two biological
I'm
girls.
watching Chris Chana
I have
Comprehensive
no
History,
idea
and
if
I'm
they
part
are
44 out of
Christorians
59.
or just random girls,
You
but I
guess.
noticed Chris was
No, I'm
trying
just
to
kidding.
sit
I'm
closer
okay.
to
Thank you
them,
very much.
and it looked like he was trying to listen in
Appreciate
on
it.
their
Hope you're doing
conversation
well. Hope you're doing
without
well.
taking part in it. It was a little weird, but then I turned around later, and he was talking to them. When he left though, he wasn't with anyone else. After the drag show itself ended, people typically stick around and socialize. There was still music playing, and Chris kind of did a swing dance thing where he was standing, and his eyes were half shut. Oddly enough, the expression he made reminded me of how he looked in the For JR's Eyes Only video.
They remembered
The impulse
though?
had
They
become
remembered
one of Chris's
it?
most frequent spots, attending the venue almost every weekend. On May 5th, Chris posted the Super Smash Bros. Character choices for 2 of her Sonichu characters. Wild Sonichu would play as the eponymous Donkey Kong or Diddy Kong, while Bubbles Rosechu would take the Mario character Peach. She then signed and shared a petition aiming to induct musician Melissa Etheridge into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. On May 7th, Christine attended her scheduled court hearing in Charlottesville. Kiwi Farms user Lipitor left an account concerning her appearance, demeanor, and the general goings-on of the hearing. It was a Girl Scout, green/teal color, and cut, worn over a white t-shirt. The cut was just above the knees. Christian wore dirty old sneakers with old gym socks with this. He also had a matching hat that was the same color as his dress. You could tell by his face that he thought he looked cute as shit while wearing that hat, but he looked like a fucking moron. Christian sat near the front with his back to the side wall so he could scope everyone in there out.
I really appreciate
Saw him lock eyes on some dude and pull his phone out and text someone. You're not allowed to have phones with cameras, so he had a flip phone with him. It took fucking hours for them to finally get to his case. When they finally did, he got very nervous. They kept calling him by both male and female pronouns at different times. They called him Chris/Christian/Christine, and a couple of times Crystal. I know Crystal is his daughter, but apparently the judge accidentally called him that a few times, and I was in no position to correct the man.
The fact that they
Christian
actually
didn't
just
seem
take
fazed
like,
by
okay,
any of
Crystal
this
is their
and went
daughter.
with whatever
Crystal is her
name/pronoun
daughter,
used
like
at
Jesus.
the time. They talked forever, and it was mostly just establishing what happened and what the charge was. So it was hard to hear, so the next part is a bit speculative. It sounded like the reason for the continuance was because they wanted Christian to seek a shrink/counselor/whatever, so they could do a mental health plea. They wanted him to go like right after the court too. He seemed to agree to this at the time.
Excuse me.
On the way out, my field agent was confronted by some lady. She asked the field agent what they were doing there and what their name was. She said she was a reporter. My field agent was like, "Yeah, I'm not telling you that." She shifted tone and said she just wanted to buy my field agent a cup of coffee and hear his story. She wanted to know why a community of people on the internet literally document everything in his life. An interview was declined.
I guess that's kind of fair, right?
The case was given another
I guess it's
continuance,
fair.
with the next hearing scheduled for June 11th. On May 12th, Christine uploaded a few new photos of herself, giving flirty poses for the mirror. Kim Wilson left a comment, revealing that Chris had been taking hormones to aid her transition. The new photos and hormone revelation were discussed in a thread on Kiwi Farms, which Chris referenced in a Facebook comment, writing that Farms user, Cat Party, had correctly guessed her bra cup size as a D and asked Cat Party to enjoy her cookies, giving him the pet name Suga. Kenneth then wrote a comment, warning her that taking female hormones can cause serious health complications. Another Facebook friend, Rowan Dunstan, asked her to talk to a medical professional concerning her use of hormones, to which Chris replied that she had already discussed the matter with a doctor, who approved of her treatment. A day later, she posted a photo on her Braziers for Males Facebook page of herself shirtless, with her nipples covered up by heart-shaped pasties. In the accompanying text, she boasted that her breast size had increased from Betty B's to Daria D's. On May 13th, Chris wrote a post targeting
From Betty B's to Daria D's, enjoy my treats, ladies. And if you feel disgust instead, then that validates further my original cause of covering up the topless male. Power to modesty. Why do I feel like Quick is, like, why do I feel like this specific way and sentence, Quick is really choosing to be a male or female just in their causes? I'm actually a B32. No, 32B or 34A. But depends on whether or not you guys want
to
that.
Daria D's. On May 13th, Chris wrote a post targeting possible friends with benefits. Hey y'all, this post for my new women friends who I have had the pleasure meeting lately. My main focus has been on being friends, and I will continue to honor and respect y'all as such. but I am also looking for friends with benefits. I will not personally push it. It is your call. I will still be your friend regardless. To be direct, I'm open to all women, straight, bi, and lesbian. In fact, while I am fairly educated about tribadism and abreast with theories, I would appreciate some experience with a lesbian or two who knows what she likes to enlighten me better, including on sensual massage and all that. I understand how my born part, shall we say, would offend,
Yeah.
and Charlottesville
No,
is a
Chris
small
didn't
city,
say that.
which is
Somebody
why
else
I'm
did.
posting this note online. A friend can be referred to me as well.
Like a
My
troll
DQ
said that
friends
to
can help me
Chris
there
because
as
Chris
well,
wanted
please.
a friend with benefit.
On my giving you all each my contact card, y'all know how to contact me directly. Facebook messages, texting, and emails are highly recommended. You may telephone me as well, but please leave your name and phone number in the voicemail, and I will call you back. Thank you all, and have a great and safe day. 2 days later, Chris wrote an additional extended version of her previous post, adding more specific details concerning her want of true platonic friends and friends with benefits alike. Soon after, she posted another advertisement for ladies, hoping that one would befriend her and then try her sexually. She highlighted that she would provide traditional intercourse for the straight women, clit rubbing and pussy eating for the lesbians, and anything else for bisexual women. Additionally, Chris could offer massages, kissing, eye contact, and lots of attention. On that same day, Christine posted the next installment in her series of Sonichu characters, talking about what characters they would play as in Super Smash Bros. In this case, Angelica Rosechew proclaimed that she would choose the character Pit from the Kid Icarus video game franchise. On May 18th, Chris posted on Facebook that she did not know and understand everything, nor was she perfect, clarifying that in fact, nobody was. However, she extensively read about the history of lesbians in America and learned of the hardships they had suffered. She wrote that friendship with women was her top priority, and told all haters who had nothing positive to contribute to go to the left and far behind her in the distant past with their cruel ways. She soon after liked an article from the magazine Elephant Journal concerning how to master talking dirty in a sexual scenario. Soon after again, Chris liked an article from Playboy magazine on Facebook, which wrote of the medical benefits of masturbation.
Ice is now boarding.
At
Welcome
around
to
this
Lilybelle
time,
Airlines. Hope you
Kitty
have a
Farms
safe and
user
enjoyable
Pickle
flight.
Inspector
Oh
sent Christine
my
a private
God.
message on Facebook asking if she was no longer interested.
God.
In having intercourse with heterosexual women. Chris denied this, writing that she was interested in women of all orientations. Pickle Inspector then asked if she was willing to have sex with male-to-female transsexuals, to which she replied with a fervent no, since they were born with a dick. On the 21st, Christine posted an update telling her followers that her counterpart that lived in Quickville was also a lesbian trans woman and had transformed her.
Wow. Wow. You know, she said it too. She said it too. She really said if it was born with a dick. Hell no. If it. Fucking A.
Herself into an updated version of Chris-chan Sonichu. In her new form, her shoes were different. She had a rounded feminine tail, and her breasts were larger. In addition, she noticed that not only did she have a penis, but a vagina as well. She asked Magi-chan to mentally link with her and examine her insides. He told her that she had a fully developed uterus, ovaries, and even some ovium. She had an idea, which concerned her changing back into her human form to extract some of her essence, and then changing back into Christian Sonichu to insert her essence into herself. After a brief battle with Count Graduan, she was examined in a hospital to discover that she had impregnated herself. 2 weeks later, she laid a single egg, after which time she transformed back into the human form of Christine. After another 3 weeks, the egg hatched, containing twins, a Sani and a Rosie. She named them Russell and Cynthia, and they both grew up healthy without any birth defects, not even autism. The post came attached with a new drawing depicting the previous version of Christian Sonichu, transitioning into her current form, and a few photos of a new amiibo fashioned to look like Christian Sonichu. Chris planned to include this story into the wider canon of her Sonichu storyline. Rowan left a comment, asking if her Sonichu form should instead be a Rosechu, since she had transitioned into a woman. Christine replied that she chose to maintain the name Christian Sonichu, though she later considered changing it to Chrissy-chan Rosechew. On May 23rd, Christine posted answers to some questions, which were asked in a video from the BBC Free Speech Facebook page regarding transgender people. She said that she always had a feminine soul within her. She uses the public restrooms of the gender of her choosing, implying that she hated urinals due to splashback and lack of privacy. She clarified that she felt comfortable in herself as a lesbian transgender, and that she set herself apart from the gay transvestites with male mindsets. Chris added that she was at ease in making friends with drag queens, as long as they mutually respected each other's wishes. She expressed that she would never go back to being a male, and if anyone were interested in seeing how she looked as a man, they could look up her name on Google and find many photos on the internet. On May 24th, she posted an image of a background My Little Pony character named by fans as Vinyl Scratch, and accompanied the picture with a written post describing her sensations at the Impulse Gay Social Club. Chris wrote that the music was so loud that it reverberated within her breasts, and the vibrations made her feel aroused. She asked her readers if anyone else had a similar experience, and whether science could explain the phenomenon. The next day, Kiwi Farms user Hey Jackie Pie wrote an eyewitness account of Chris's activities at the club. Chris wore a pink shirt, which appeared to be the same one in his Facebook post. He was seated with two young women and a man, who were later revealed to be in college. He initially seemed to be part of their group, but this later seemed not to be true. It wasn't clear what he was saying, but at parts he was very loud. He didn't seem to be socially aware of how loud he is or how bad his voice sounds. And his mood? He was immensely happy and having a very good time. I cannot overstate this. This very well seemed to be the greatest night of his life. He approached multiple groups of girls around the bar area and talked to them for about 5 minutes each. The girls didn't seem put off or creeped out and were equally invested in the conversation. He talked to about 4 or 5 groups of girls before an MC announced the show would soon begin. It was like he owned the room or was one of the regulars that everyone knew and loved. The MC was getting everyone excited for the show and making several sexual jokes about hooking up, 69, cock, etc. Everyone seemed to be enjoying it. The MC then talked to a few people asking names and where they were from and welcoming them. The group Chris was initially with had a newcomer, and when the MC walked over, Chris stood up and yelled, "They're in college!" Again, I cannot understate how loud this was. Because his voice is naturally high-pitched, it was very piercing when he yelled. The MC even then said, "We hope to see you on stage soon, Christine." It wasn't clear how he reacted, but yeah, it was actually suggested Chris do drag. The dancer would dance to the song on stage and slowly guests would reach out with a dollar bill, extended to tip. The dancers would walk out into the seating area, singing and collecting dollar bills and dancing their way through the crowds. Chris tipped every dancer. At the intermission, Chris made his rounds on more groups of women before resuming his seat. He was constantly scouting the area for women to talk to. Besides the college guy in his initial group, he never talked to a single guy.
I wonder what this group
After
is.
a minute
I wonder
or so,
which group
he
was
then
like,
stood
yeah,
up and
okay,
began
let's
to skip and
come
prance his
over.
way towards the bathroom at the front of the stage, but only to put something, possibly a piece of paper or napkin, in the trash. He then skipped back again. He was beaming with happiness and glee. A few minutes later, he walked to the bathroom.
What? Began to panic, skipping around, sorry. Oh.
He was beaming with happiness
Never
and
mind.
glee. A few minutes later,
God.
he walked to the bathroom at the front of the stage. While he was in there, a woman started dancing by herself in the dance area, as women typically do in clubs. She seemed to be with a group of people her age, about 40, and just wanting to have fun and dance.
I wonder what's
When
gonna
Chris
happen.
exited the bathroom, he beelined right to her and started to dance with her. He appeared to say, "I'm Christine," when he leaned in to talk to her, and she appeared to respond. "Oh, hi." Chris was very engaged in conversation with the woman, more so than any other encounter he had that night. This didn't seem necessarily unusual, because he was simply trying to see if she had any feelings for her, and was just aggressively leaning in. She was being very friendly in response too. It was only unusual in the sense that this woman was clearly straight, clearly with a group of people, clearly out of his league. She just seemed to play along with it for a bit. As I said earlier, Chris was immensely happy, and it was very clear he was enjoying himself. But this seemed to be more than just a great night out. It seemed as if this club means much more to him than just a fun place.
No, this isn't
it's a place where
actually
he
like
is welcome,
clips of them.
where he can talk to women and try to make friends. a place where he can even dance with women, and a place where, maybe, he can meet a sexual partner. In many ways.
Oh, fucking God. Just... Ah!
I think it will become like a Manchester High to him. His happiness was very evident in the way he skipped to the trash can. It looked foolish and silly, and something a little schoolgirl or child would do. Also noteworthy, there were numerous sexual jokes and references of the X-rated variety, which I think he thoroughly enjoys, because he thinks if so many people there are having sex, so too will he. In many ways, his overly sexualized Facebook posts are not surprising given his history. We know Chris has always been interested in sex, but he probably thinks it's normal to post these updates because this language is so persistent at the club.
To be fair, okay, to be fair, I literally go on here and make the same sex jokes.
Autism and or a variety of other factors that he can't tell the difference between when this language is socially acceptable, hosting a drag show, and when it isn't. Facebook. Also, many people seem to think Chris's presence must have been a horrifying experience for everyone else. It wasn't. While no one seemed to be interested in him beyond polite,
they probably like don't.
Conversation
a good number
and dancing,
of them probably don't even know who he is,
by him.
or who
Chris
she
seems
is.
to come off as a silly but fun-loving girly girl who is just so happy to be having such a great time. So while he might have looked foolish or silly, he was just so happy that people either feel a bit sorry for him or just seem to be happy he's so happy. Hey Jackie Pie then shared 3 videos they filmed at the club.
Oh, okay, so they did. It is the thing. Oh my God, that's Christine.
And then enjoying a dance with
just
a woman.
Standing there. Holy. Oh, it is them. It is them. It is Chris. Wow.
On May 25th, in honor of Memorial Day, Christine wrote that she was watching a program on the TV channel PBS with her mother, and that she had also watched the film American Sniper. She reflected on war, and that even though countries strive to protect their communities and homes, people got hurt deep, emotionally and mentally, and so wished that a more peaceful resolution could have replaced acts of war. She then commented on her father, Robert Chandler, missing him every day. She highlighted that he served in the Signal Corps in Seoul, Korea, and made Korean friends there. Chris later protested on Facebook against the proposed name change of the minor My Little Pony character, who was called either Derpy, Ditsy Doo, or Bubbly Mare. She thought that changing the character's name to Muffins, after the food she liked, would cause riots and catastrophes in a similar vein as when Sonic's arm color was changed to blue.
Wow.
On the 26th, Chris completed an online quiz to discover what kind of lady she was. She found that she was the mysterious lady, a revelation she greeted with elation.
Powerless is now boarding. Welcome to Lilybelle Airlines. Hope you have
Christine
a safe and enjoyable
shared Punchy
flight.
Sonichu's choice for Super Smash Bros. Little Mac from the Punch-Out series
Chris
of games due to their common interest in boxing.
Part 44
Soon after,
out of 59.
She posted that she had made 10 more customized amiibo characters
What kind of lady
and
are
listed
you,
them
Lily?
up for sale on eBay.
A bitch.
The next day, she made another bulletin announcement for her amiibos. On June 5th, Chris revealed that while she was making the latest batch of figurines, she had accidentally cut her finger with a pocket knife and had to go to the hospital to get it.
I know that this is like supposed to be like a wholesome, right? Like the just dancing, chilling, and wholesome. At this point, how do I say this in a nice way? I don't care about having wholesome moments for them. Like but I mean, it was like, God, it just sucks. It just sucks. It just sucks because before that, when they were just, you know, chilling and not being a complete ass about everything, you know, like they were getting full bullied and all this other shit and they just kept letting it going and all that stuff, right? But now when they are being an actual full fucking ass about literally everything, I don't want them to, I don't know, you know?
Stitched. In addition to dealing with that discomfort, She felt further crestfall because no one had yet to show any interest in purchasing one of the new Sonichu amiibos. In response to this post, 3 figurines were quickly bought by unknown buyers. 2 days later, Christine posted one of her previous pictures of herself with an overlay, fashioned to look like the front cover of the magazine Vanity Fair, following a popular trend at the time in response to Caitlyn Jenner, a transgender woman formerly known as Olympic athlete Bruce Jenner.
Wow, why do I
being
feel like
featured
that
on
was
the
just
cover.
like yesterday though?
In the accompanying text, she expressed her pride in being transgender. The next day, Christine was selected to be the Pristine Tootsie of the Week by a blog critical of some aspects of the transgender community, Twansphobic. On June 9th, she listed 2 new items for sale on eBay, a 1990 silver dollar coin and a commemorative coin made to celebrate the release of the game Mario Galaxy. On that same day, she wrote of her shock upon learning that there were confirmed plans to make a new Sonic Boom game for the
It's okay,
Nintendo
Ryu.
3DS.
No problem. Thank you
She
so
pleaded
much
for
for saying
retailers
hi.
not to stock the game and said that she could
Hi,
not
Shady.
personally go
Hello,
out to
hello.
the stores to protest the game like before.
Still
She then commented
protesting.
on the retailer Best Buy's official Facebook page, telling them to tell
Okay,
Sega
still
of America
protesting,
and
still
Japan to
protesting.
not send copies of their Sonic Boom game to their stores until Sonic's arm color was changed back to tan, and that failure to comply with her demands would result in attacks from countless trolls, hackers, and cyberbullies
Failure
because
to
of her standing
comply
as
with
an
my
influential
demands.
individual.
Wow.
Later again, she wrote a Facebook post in response to an interview with Omar Woodley, producer for the upcoming game Sonic Boom: Fire and Ice. Bring to me, in person, the one called Omar Woodley, so I can tell to his face of my plights and troubles I went and had to jie through because of the sensory overloading, horrific arm color change that should never have happened. And then, let me kick and beat him up upon further refusal to change the arm color back to tan in everything Sonic Boom. Damn
Wow.
and
Wow.
Omar Woodley. She later edited the post to include fellow producer Stephen Frost in her demands. Due to the news regarding the new Sonic Boom game, Chris proclaimed that Sega have ruined a peaceful, pleasant life for her, and in revenge, she took off the arms of a Sonic plush doll. Commenters commented that if she had purchased the doll herself, then she was supporting the franchise she was protesting against. Later that day, in response to a comment regarding the possibility of playing as Sonichu in the new Sonic Boom game, the official Twitter account for Sonic the Hedgehog acknowledged it and said that it may be possible only if Sonichu were to go through a drastic redesign, which would include giving him blue arms.
What the fuck?
A member of the Kiwi Farms privately sent Chris a message detailing the Twitter exchange, but she refused to believe its veracity.
Wow,
On June 10th,
wow,
Chris posted a
wow.
photo
So
of a
all the actual fake things, they can't actually figure that out. But something real and they figured this is fake, you don't understand.
a collection of custom Sonichu characters, and wrote that she was hesitant about putting up the other amiibos for sale due to the added difficulty in expenses and acquisition of the necessary parts and character chips. That evening, she attended an LGBTQ youth and family bowling event with other members of the community. On June 11th, Christine went to her next scheduled appearance in court. Kiwi Farms user Asper Hess was at the courthouse and wrote an account of what they saw. He was wearing an aqua blue outfit with matching eyeshadow, blue sweater, blue colored blouse with vertical stripes, blue skirt with vertical stripes, dark stockings. Everything matched well except for his grotty sneakers,
Are you late?
which are blue but the wrong shade.
This is the second
He had a
episode.
headband, and his hair looked the way it has in all his recent photos. He wore his glasses. He had his black purse with all the jangly shit hanging off it. He was reading something.
Well, that's what we're saying, right? Like even before when like Chris was sending out stuff to Reggie and blah blah, and people were like, "Oh, Reggie's, oh poor Reggie had to see shit like this." And we're like, Reggie's laughing. Everybody knows everything at this. They're laughing. They're having a good
I
old
couldn't
fucking
tell what
time.
it was at first, but when he stood up, it turned out to be the issue of Vanity Fair with Miss Caitlyn Jenner on the cover. He uses his index finger to help him read. When I first arrived, there was a middle-aged woman sitting next to him.
The
I
hentai
assumed she was
senpai
his
is now
public
boarding. Welcome
defender,
to Lilybelle Air.
but as soon as
Hope
the
you have a
judge
safe and
arrived,
enjoyable
she went
flight.
up to speak with the judge and left the room. Before she left, Chris said to her, "I'm Christine, by the way." The woman introduced herself to Chris and said goodbye, so Chris had apparently initiated small talk. A few minutes later, Chris did a little hand wave to a female lawyer who walked in, who returned the wave. He seemed to be checking out every woman who entered the courtroom. The main reason why I made this last-minute decision to attend was that he's been enraged about the new Blarms game, and I was hoping he'd show up with a sign demanding justice for transsexuals or something equally dramatic. Chris's mood was entirely the opposite. He was self-contained, calm, and collected. He was not angry, stressed, or nervous. He was not fidgety. It was very hard to believe that this was the person who just the day before had expressed a public wish to beat up Sega executives. He sat and read his magazine. At one point, something he was reading caught his interest and he said, suddenly, causing the woman sitting next to him to turn her head to look at him. He seemed somewhat bored. He yawned twice, loudly, putting his hand over his mouth, which struck me as rather self-indulgent and overly dramatic. Around 9:40, after a couple quiet cases, they called Christian Chandler. At this point, the lawyer who had defended the probation violator walked over to Chris and escorted him to the front, revealing himself as the public defender. He is young, skinny, bearded, wore tweed. He seemed like a good guy, pretty relaxed. It was apparent that the first words out of the judge's mouth was that there was a continuance.
Hi, Selma.
Chris
Hello,
asked
hello.
a question. The judge said it would be dealt with at the next hearing, and that he should stay in touch with his lawyer.
There's so many hearings.
She and the lawyer wore big, patronizing smiles. They treated him like a sensitive child. Their attitude was, everyone is your friend, no one wants to attack you. In the previous probation case, the judge was serious and all business, because she was speaking with an adult. Here, even though macing someone is also pretty serious business, she knew she was dealing with a special individual, and it was pointless to deal with him normally. So Chris has basically already won over the judge.
What?
Chris's attorney walked him out
What?
of the courtroom,
That doesn't
and I
necessarily
followed them
mean
out.
won.
They hung out on the front porch for about a minute to cover some issues. He told Chris that for the next hearing, be a little early, like you were today. Another lawyer, a pretty young woman, joined them, and she was also all smiles. Chris complimented her clothing, and she replied, I like your color too. For me, the most remarkable thing was how much progress Chris had made in getting over his social anxiety. He was very eager to initiate contact with any pretty woman he saw. I think it's something he should be proud of. He's not the same guy who had to post a sign on the wall because of his noviophobia. This is actually a proven method for overcoming social anxiety. The more experience you have in talking to strangers, the easier it becomes. Of course, none of this will help him find a sweetheart, because while Chris is friendly, he's also immediately off-putting. He's instantly recognizable as a weirdo.
Yep.
After she got back home, Chris wrote a lengthy post on Facebook that was largely the same as the one she had originally made after she was released from jail in December 2014. Afterwards, she posted another message regarding Sonic Boom on her "Fix Sonic's arms immediately, Sega!" Facebook page, which was also copied from a previous message, telling her followers to order Sega to recall the games, take the TV show off the air, and change Sonic's arm color. In a shorter post, she clarified that as opposed to Sonic, her alter, Christian Sonichu form, underwent a transformation to match her female identity. She claimed that Sonic had no reason to get a design change.
I just... What the fuck? What the... Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Right? Right? Makes sense. Just this comparison is... Jesus fucking Christ. This comparison, really. There's no reason adjusting it. What if I said that, like, in my soul and identity, I actually had blue arms? What if Sonic said that? Fucking... it's so funny. It's so funny.
She later posted a drawing of Magi-chan.
Actually,
that he would choose to
Gino
play
does
as the
that when
Pokemon
anybody
Mewtwo
shouts.
in Super
If so,
Smash
anybody
Brothers.
that writes in all
However,
caps,
due
Gino
to the
will shout
scarcity
for
of the Mewtwo amiibo, Christine had resorted to using the character chip and base of the Earthbound character Ness due to his psychic powers for the customized Magi-chan amiibo figurine. On June 12th, Chris attended a burlesque show in Charlottesville, in which she possibly performed as well as part of an audience participation segment. She wrote an account of that night the following day. Do you know who likes me? These women like me. I was at the Boom Boom burlesque show Friday night, and Zora Nova was quite taken with my audience support and participation. On stage, I acted a drown quite well. I applied Naraja lip balm with vaginal outlines, and I flexed muscles and booty. Not only was I awarded a couple of blow pops, but I also won the raffle, complete with a trophy and a tiara, among other most valuable prizes, and kisses and hugs were shared with great delight, And I also made more women friends, as well as met with a couple of other recent women friends once again as well. Thank you all, ladies, for a most fabulous and fun night, and for becoming my new friends too. She further added a post that praised the performers, describing their striptease movements as smooth and fluid, and was wholly satisfied with her first burlesque show. Also on June 13th, Christine expressed light disappointment after seeing that in the latest episode of My Little Pony, the character Ditsy Do was officially renamed to Muffins. The next day, she commented on the meaning of the word pristine, which she had used previously in the small print of her mock Vanity Fair cover image. She wrote that, like the definition, she liked
If you have to explain that your shower has shampoo, conditioner, soap, and water, I wonder how long you've been showering wrong before that.
to be clean after a daily shower, but aside from that, she was pristinely not perfect. The next day, Christine shared an article from OMGFacts.com
Thank you very much,
about a species of female-only lizards, nicknamed lesbian lizards. Chris considered them more wild than the lesbian bonobos monkeys. On June 16th, she pondered that since she still felt attraction for women, she considered herself a lesbian in the aftermath of her transition. Likewise,
it's not how you shower. It's the fact that she like had to say how she. Do you know what I'm saying? It was just completely unnecessary.
Female-to-male transgender person were to be attracted to males, they would be considered gay. On June 22nd, Christine announced on Facebook that she created a new eBay account, Pristine Christine 1982, to start fresh with no negative ratings or selling restrictions, though at the beginning she was limited to posting a maximum of 10 items. She first listed autographed photos of herself, the descriptions of the listings for which were largely copied from her old Jesus Guides Me Too account without any alterations, including the archaic reference to herself as Christian. She later edited the post to state that next month she will list Sonichu medallions for sale as well. On the 24th, she shared a YouTube video called Geraldine, concerning a man's overnight transformation into a woman, and wrote about a story in which a couple moved into a house that was in a bad state, and the female party decided to be grateful for the things she hated, which made her feel that she deserved better. So they gradually began improving their house and turning it into their dream home. Chris commented that if it were that easy, she would say that she was grateful for her penis, but wished she would have a full functioning vagina.
She didn't say wish. She didn't say wish. She said that she deserved it. She didn't say wish, right?
And would turn into a woman like the person in the video. On June 26th,
no, but that's not what I'm calling
the Supreme
out.
Court's
I'm calling
decision
out
to legalize
like
same-sex marriage across the country, and wished for the date to be
the
remembered
entitlement of
as
everything.
Pride Dependence Day. Chris reflected that she felt compatible with any woman, and that she always felt
that's what
like
Christine
a
has
woman,
said. Christine
pointing
has
out
literally
that she could never
said,
get into male
like,
interests,
I deserve
instead feeling
a
more
partner.
appreciative of fashions,
I deserve
makeup,
to have a
shopping,
girlfriend. That's what
empathy,
Christine's actually
identifying
said.
feelings, and looking to resolve problems reasonably. Kim Wilson interjected in the comments, writing that Christine was not compatible with straight women, since she was a lesbian, while William Waterman questioned the meaning of the word pride dependence. On July 2nd, Christine entered a competition called Summer at GameStop, which called on gamers to share their stories of building personal relationships through playing video games. She elaborated on her intentions in a Facebook post. Hey, I just entered this thing as an ironic joke. Dig it. Happened to me more than once. Oh brother. Yeah. Good luck finding anyone who has found actual and true love with anyone they met online before face to face. Too many damn fucked up fakes tugging at your heartstrings for video fails from you, and access to your Hexbox or PSN account for Disgaea 3 DLC, and a full game download of Burnout Paradise. They fail you for their lulz! Not to be a hater or anything bad like that, but you should verify any and all entrants, the actual identities of both people and their meeting and background stories to the fullest of background checks. Guess what? Everyone will lie their burning pants off, and your prize will be left unclaimed forever. I am serious, and that is exactly what I told them, straight up. Also on that day, She posted an image macro, which wrote of a heart being so resilient
God
that it
bless.
still works
God
after being played,
bless.
stabbed,
Oh,
cheated,
man.
burned,
Look at
and
that
broken.
Instagram
Chris
filter.
added that
It's been
hers
so
had also been
long.
soul
It's been
shattered,
too long
beaten,
since I've
scarred,
seen shit like that.
blackmailed, duped, deceived, and more by fake ex-girlfriends and trolls and cyberbullies. She later wrote a brief post, revealing that she felt good because she looked down and found that her freshly grown breasts fit snugly into her D-cup brassiere. Later again, Chris posted a drawing of pink lemonade in a glass jug being poured through a giant vagina and onto a depiction of Christine herself, wearing only panties and cupping her breasts in her hands, with her turquoise bra thrown off to the side.
What the fuck?
The text on the drawing
What
read,
the fuck?
"Pink fresh lemonade. So good to the last drop from the glass, with class."
What?
In
What?
the text in the Facebook post, she dared people to report it. In the comment section, Kim Wilson asked her if it were menstrual blood being depicted, with Chris answering in a vehement no, clarifying that it was simply pink lemonade, or alternatively, urine. Other commenters generally left positive reviews, including one, Jessica Quinn, who asked for an explanation about what was happening in the picture. Chris told her that she was being showered with pink or strawberry lemonade through a vagina. Kenneth Engelhardt asked why it was being poured through a vagina, with Chris stating that it was because she was most attracted to women. The
Wait,
following
what does
day,
that have to...
her Facebook
what?
page disappeared due to unknown reasons. As she continued
I'll
to embrace
report
her new
that!
identity,
Report
Christine
that!
felt
Stupid
more
ass.
at ease at mingling with seemingly like-minded people, a feeling of belonging she had not felt in a
Duh.
very long time.
I don't know anymore,
The gay
dude.
club
We've
was a
lost it,
sanctuary,
dude.
a relief
We've
from both
completely
troublesome
lost
and legal
it.
troubles still prevalent in her life. However, a change in identity did not largely change her personality, and she would continue to engage with life with a predictable attitude, for she still was the same person behind a different name.
I'm gonna use the bathroom. Okay. Alrighty. I just... Safe or I'm just peeing. I drink a lot of water. You jealous? Do you want to be under it? Is that what it is? name is Lilybelle. I love to travel, and I'm just trying my fucking best. I'm also not a pilot. I gotta go. Bye, Tara. Bye. Have a good one. Thank you. Ready to start the stream? Oh, you're so funny. You're so funny. Exclamation point latent. I am slowly just sitting here, understanding life. I am just, good God. Good fucking God. You know? Bye. Have a good one. I am raising money for my very, very good friend Leighton. He is the backbone of my community, and I really appreciate it if you guys could take a look. Thank you. We did so much today. I can't believe it, honestly. I can't believe how much we've done. So thank you so much, you guys. I'm honored and floored. That's two different days of two different communities days. So I'm really excited to plan that.
What keeps us fascinated?
I know we hit another milestone within like 2 days. A day, 2 days.
Christian.
No, I think like hit a milestone from today, from like before.
On July 3rd, 2015, Christine's Facebook profile reappeared a day after seemingly being deleted, or most likely, only temporarily set to private. The post featuring a depiction of her getting showered with pink lemonade emanating from a vagina, which members of the Kiwi Farms believed caused her page to get reported, was found to be still present. On July 5th, Chris wrote a Facebook post in response to an article regarding model Chrissy Teigen's so-called trolling efforts on the image-based social media site Instagram, where she took photos of herself while exposing her nipples to show solidarity for the Free the Nipple movement, thusly violating the site's terms of service.
The word trolling.
Christine took issue with the article's use
part
of the
is this?
word
I can't
trolling,
read Roman numerals.
which he specifically
This is part
defined
45.
as trolls and cyberbullies needlessly terrorizing, bullying, blackmailing, hacking,
Yuma
and above all,
Astral is now boarding. Welcome to Lilybelle Airlines. Hope you have a safe and enjoyable flight.
Lacking fame or power to the point of mental breakdowns and emotional traumas. She felt that a more appropriate term to describe her act was standing up to them for her rights. 2 days later, she updated her followers with the news that she had made 16 more Sonichu medallions ready for sale on eBay. On July 9th, Christine expressed her outrage at the unwillingness of Facebook moderators to remove a photo of her bare breasts, writing that if her bare nipples were allowed to be on the site, so too should the bare nipples of all women without repercussions. Later that day, she made a post revealing that someone had requested she create a medallion depicting Adolf Hitler, the Führer of Germany's Nazi party. Someone requested Hitler for a medallion, and I found a number of shameful, misrepresentative fan art of my person. So I decided to kill 2 birds with 1 stone in my own words, with help from Spike Jones. I am not a mean person, or anything like him. I like Jewish people, and I have no grief against anyone else in the world who are not bad people.
Wait, what happened?
People, in person, are only bad when they exhibit malcontent against other people for hardly a good reason at the least. That is not me. I am a good person. I try not to come off as a scary or bad person, and I do not care for any and all haters to anyone who wishes to do good, or such, at their own free will and leisure. In short, I am a good person. I do not like Hitler, nor agree at all with what he did and set out to do. Heil, fart, heil, fart, right in the Führer's face. Spike Jones. I could not have said it better. On the back of the medallion, she wrote a line from the parodic anti-Hitler propaganda song Der Führer's Face by Spike Jones. Her Facebook friend, Jessica Quinn, commented that she didn't understand why Chris fulfilled the customer's request, while Kenneth Engelhardt replied that if she hadn't made it, then the troll who requested it would have won. In his opinion, Chris turned the tables back onto the troll by making the Hitler medallion, while also mocking him as well. The next day, Christine's Facebook profile disappeared again. On July 11th, her page was made public. However, the photos of her Hitler medallion and her bare breasts had seemingly been removed. On the 12th, she respectfully acknowledged the passing of Nintendo president Iwata Satoru. 4 days later, Chris expressed her dissatisfaction with the new
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, there's a lot of people that like still commission shit like that, but I...
3 words. Shit. Damn.
You right, Anna.
Fuck.
You right, Anna.
And then, somebody shoot me. On July 18th, Christine advertised her stock of 10 more Sonichu amiibo figurines and 10 Sonichu medallions available from eBay. She informed her followers that if they bought both items, she would sell them at a price reduced by $5 each, totaling at $70 for a medallion and figurine. On July 23rd, Chris posted 3 photos on Facebook showing that she had dyed her hair blue, and noted that the change did not have anything to do with the game company Sega or Sonic the Hedgehog. Later that day, she attended her next scheduled court hearing regarding her assault with pepper spray at the...
I thought he was gonna say, and the next day, she, like, attended GameStop again, and I was gonna be like, oh my god, again?
game retailer, GameStop. Kiwi Farms user, Ramspieler, was also in attendance to observe and later report the goings-on. He claimed that Chris saw him and acknowledged him as one of the trolls. He wrote that her mother Barbara and an older woman, possibly her pastoral counselor, Rocky Shoemaker, were also with her. Ramspieler claimed that during the hearing, Chris farted loudly and wetly, following it up with a stress sigh. There was also talk about her
loudly and wetly. That's no longer a fart, hun. That's no longer a fart.
Therapist. The hearing concluded with another continuance, with the next hearing scheduled for October 15th. Ramspieler also recorded a video of Christine leaving the courthouse. Soon after, a woman who wanted to protect and defend Chris from trollsome actions, or what Kiwi Farms members dubbed a white knight, approached Ramspieler and demanded to know what he was doing there and scolded him for filming Chris. Kiwi Farms member Lipidor claimed that it was a different person than the one who had come up to one of his field agents in an earlier similar event.
The documentation is quite
then
impressive.
filmed her
It's very
helping Barbara
impressive.
Chandler into
The whole
Chris's
documentation
car.
is very impressive.
Later, he learned that Christine thought that he had been arrested for his actions. Also on that day, Chris elaborated that the reason why Sonic the Hedgehog's arm color change was so offensive to her was that when looking at the character from the side, his blue arms blended in with the rest of his blue body, making it appear as if his arms were not present anymore, save for his white gloves. She urged her followers to contact Sega and inform them of this reason for why the change offended her so, since she was not able to contact the company herself due to being blocked by them on Facebook. On July 27th, Christine wrote a lengthy post explaining why Sonichu should be respected and appreciated as much as she is. She said that Sonichu has achieved more than Sonic or Pikachu, who from a lone mouse became a sweetheart, a loyal friend, a lover, and a family hedgehog with great strength and confidence. Sonic, on the other hand, did not settle down with his partner Amy Rose, nor was he always loyal.
And
Chris further complained at Sega for rushing out poorly executed Sonic merchandise and enacting offensive changes to the character. Likewise, Pikachu was merely like a trained animal, and unlike Sonichu, he did not manage to domesticate himself. Chris added that she spent a great amount of time sourcing parts necessary for the amiibo figurines and constructing and packaging everything by hand. She would get so much glue stuck on her fingertips that she had to remove it by gnawing at it. She stated that her crafts are handmade soul pieces that have the good charm and quality that handmade crafts usually have, making them collectible items. Her trollsome gal pal, Kim Wilson, left an extended comment, telling her of the distinction between a creator feeling like people should like their character and creating an interesting, likable character. Kim reflected that Sonichu was a boring character and virtually indistinguishable from the many more Sonic fan offshoots that were posted online, and recommended that Chris read On Writing by author Stephen King in order to develop her skills in writing. In addition, her friend William Waterman wrote that he loved Sonichu and hinted that Chris could get paid for completing Sonichu issue 11 and praised her improvements in drawing. The next day, due to low interest, Christine introduced a new eBay deal. If one were to buy a Sonichu amiibo for $50, Chris would include a Sonichu medallion for free.
Wow.
On the 29th, Christine reported that some of the individuals who were keen on buying her items allegedly got their charges reversed, so she encouraged them to send the payments instead directly to her PayPal account, thusly breaching eBay's terms of service.
Ooh.
By the end of July, the amiibo/medallion sets were almost, if not completely, sold out.
Yeah, I
On
saw the
August
OU.
1st, Christine announced that she had 20 more medallions available from eBay at $30 each. 10 days later, she posted a custom-made postcard made by her half-brother, Cole Smithy, which she sent to his mother in 1994 while living in San Francisco, California. She pleaded for Cole to come back and reunite with Chris and their mother, Barbara. Later that day, Chris posted a teaser image for an
Cole,
upcoming
just,
new Sonichu character who will be made available for sale on eBay soon. She later revealed it to be Blake, available as a limited quantity amiibo figurine. On August 15th, she wrote that all of the Sonic game characters contained within the chip in the base of all the Blake amiibos have been leveled up to level 50. Leveling up could be achieved by playing the characters extensively in-game and making them stronger. A member of the Kiwi Farms noted that she had recently purchased a special device that could make leveling up of amiibos a faster process. 4 days later, she advertised the Blake amiibos again, adding that they would all come bundled with an autographed photo of herself. Kiwi Farms member Asper Hess asked Chris on eBay about the issue of Christine using the name Christian Weston Chandler in the copyright of the product, questioning whether it was a case of copyright theft. Chris clarified that both Christine and Christian were the same person,
I think
she was
Chris
still in
has
the
two
transition
half-brothers
and was planning on
and
legally changing
half-sister.
her
I
name
think
at a
so.
later point.
I think so.
On August 21st, Christine shared a YouTube video attempting to encourage recruitment of the fraternity Alpha Phi at the University of Alabama. She encouraged students to study very good at their semesters at their schools, encouraged forming strong friendships, and discouraged bullying. On the 22nd, she added that a good reason for buying her Sonichu amiibo figurines was that the characters contained in them would be fully compatible in the platforming level maker, Super Mario Maker. On August 23rd, Christine claimed to be a wild and exotic lipstick lesbian, or a lesbian who exhibited strong feminine traits, such as use of makeup, lipstick, and wearing skirts and dresses. Kim Wilson refuted her claim and offered the Wikipedia article for lipstick lesbian for reference. Kim said that she did not pass for a lipstick lesbian and was miscategorizing herself. Chris did not appreciate her comments and told her to shut up.
Thank you for fixing your damn
Kim
posture.
instead offered to help in the future and tell her whether or not to take down questionable posts. In addition, Chris changed her gender in her Facebook profile description to lipstick lesbian trans woman, wild exotic, femme female soul in male bod. On August 25th, Chris revealed that 6 Blake figurines remained for sale on eBay, and to encourage buyers, she would also provide a Sonichu medallion with each purchase, stating that she would not be as nice with future sales of other Sonichu characters. 2 days later, Chris gave potential buyers one last chance to buy one of the 5 remaining Blake figurines. She planned to create a new set of amiibos of a different Sonichu character for the next month, and wanted to get back to drawing more comic pages and perhaps earn money from it as well. At the end of August, Christine attended the gaming and anime convention Omega.
I'm just trying to look at all of the cosplays. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. See, Soma? See? I'm like giving a chance for everybody to sit here and look for their cosplays. Thanks.
MegaCon, held in Charlottesville, Virginia. She dressed up, or cosplayed, as the My Little Pony character Vinyl Scratch's human form, as seen in the movie My Little Pony: Equestria Girls. The costume attempt was possibly the reason why she had dyed her hair blue. Notably, she was also wearing her Sonichu medallion out in public, possibly for the first time in about 5 years. She also brought with her Sonichu amiibo figurine. YouTube user Carbonic filmed a brief video of Chris walking by at the convention.
There's just people around her too. People are just hanging.
Which she didn't win. Marvin,
Shady
the man
says, how's
in the
it
pickle
hanging?
suit on Chris's
Oh, you
date with
know.
Emily in 2011,
I'm sure you can tell.
was also at the convention, inebriated. He witnessed Christine there and took 3 pictures of her,
I don't think
possibly
this
while
is the
taking
one.
part
I don't
in a
think
dance
so.
contest or displaying her costume. Marvin also wrote that Chris attended a game panel as an audience member, and during a question and answer session, she ranted about trolls and cyberbullies, and distributed her personal contact card to all the panelists.
Oh my
On
god.
September 1st, Chris shared a video from the YouTube channel Watch Mojo regarding 10 types of internet trolls, and told all haters to reevaluate their lives. Later that day, she gave her followers one last chance to buy a Blake amiibo, Sonichu medallion, and an autographed photo in a single $50 bundle.
They
Soon after,
really, it's
she
because
made a post
it's because they bought like so many amiibos, made all of them, and then nobody's buying the actual amiibos.
regarding her dance lessons. I have just completed a 7-week beginner's course for belly dancing with Kalima Sikorsky. Not only did I learn and benefit from the booty and bosom shake and rotate, but I have seriously improved in my posture with the repetitive practicing.
Yeah,
of the beginning
yeah,
belly
amiibos
dance
are
posture,
super expensive.
The belly tuck with untuck and bosom thrusting.
Everything else
I
isn't
might
as
be
expensive, so
exaggerating
this
a
is the
bit.
only one that they're
Do not
really
take my
freaking
words
out
out
with.
of context. You all can too learn all this for improved posture and fun dance moves to exercise with. I personally recommend Kalima because she's not only a great instructor, but a positive attitude and good vibes with energetic movements are positively infectious and delightful. Jessica Quinn praised Christine for her efforts in the activity as a means of getting in shape, and the instructor herself, Kalima, commended Chris's phrasing of the dance lessons. The next day, Chris announced that she would be moving her merchandise selling business from eBay to Etsy, a website designed for creators of physical media or products to directly sell their items to their customers. She would continue to sell her medallions, amiibos,
Hold on. Quickville shopping.
commissions, and autographed photos in her new place of business. In addition, she introduced a donation plan to further the development of Sonichu issue 11. According to the description, she would draw one page of the comic book for every donation of $10. On September 5th, after a 6-year break, Christine posted 10 new pages for Sonichu issue 11, continuing on the Sonichu and Roastu Christmas story, which was first started and then postponed sometime in late 2009. She also announced that she would be uploading all of the Sonichu comics so far in the format of photo albums on Facebook, including issues 9 and 10, after some editing and alterations. A day later, YouTuber DStex, who was a longtime contributor to the Quickie and Kiwi Farms, and also known for his review series covering the Sonichu comics, donated $1,000 to further expand the production of issue 11. Meaning that Chris was to complete 100 more pages.
Oh my god.
The donation was, as explained by DStex, a way to appease his remorse from getting fame from Chris Chan content and to conclude his Sonichu review series
Oh, okay. I was like, did you actually? But then they're like, no. It's basically just saying like, okay, you know, this is my apology for taking all your content and making money off of it.
note. However, since he thought himself as an executive producer of issue 11, he felt that he could not review the comic in a video, as it would be a conflict of interest. Christine wrote to him privately.
Wait, what?
Since he thought himself as an executive producer of issue 11, he felt that he could not review the comic in a video, as it would be a conflict of interest. Christine wrote to him privately that she would include his likeness in a future book, and send him the complete set of Sonichu amiibos and also a medallion, in addition to upholding her promise of creating 100 Sonichu pages. On September...
Which two characters did Christine Chandler have to repose for their amiibo figures compared to her original prototype set? Oh, damn it.
7th,
okay, whatever.
Chris added amiibo figurines of the majority of the main characters of Sonichu, including the comic book version of Christian,
it's pretty
in addition
sick
to a modern
that
day
they
Christine
actually like
to her Etsy page. Both of her iterations were customized from 2 variations of the character Link from the Legend of Zelda franchise. Later
it's pretty
on,
sick that they made like the thing too, just the background, and then like put it. I don't know.
Regarding an article detailing the development of a vibrating bra that could increase breast size. On September 11th, Christine shared her flyer advertising her Etsy store, which included a promotional code that would reduce the price of purchases by $10, and urged her followers to buy what they would like before the middle of November to ensure their delivery before the upcoming holidays. 2 days later, Chris shared the news that she had found a printing site that would allow her to create physical copies of Sonichu issue 0 and opened a pre-order page for them on Etsy. Soon after that, she uploaded Sonichu issue 9 as a photo album on Facebook with some alterations. Firstly, the character Ivy, who was based on the troublesome love interest of the same name at the time of the original production of the comic, was changed to one Yasmin Clemen, who expressed no romantic interest in Christian. However, Chris failed to change Ivy's name at several instances in the comic. In the original version, Ivy receives a vision from God and Jesus, who tell her that she and Chris are destined to be together.
They can ask me themselves.
This vision was now replaced with a black and white depiction of Yasmin being rescued from a vicious dragon by a female knight on horseback. Furthermore, Christine made an attempt to alter some dialogue to remove her previous anti-homosexual rhetoric. and
Wow!
call Pittsburgh a diverse city. Also, mention of the name Panda Halo was removed and replaced with Halo Caliber. The dedication to Panda Halo, after supposedly dying in a fire in Australia, was also removed. This was followed by the upload of Sonichu Issue 10, with the ending execution scene replaced with the Asperpedia 4 serving their time in an Amish community, now seen in full color for the first time. In addition, instead of using Christian's blood to eradicate homosexuality and asexuality, it would now instead be used to defeat Nambi-Zazis, a play on words of Nazi zombies from the Call of Duty video game series. Chris, however, more likely used their appearance in the video game South Park: Stick of Truth as reference.
Love you too,
Despite this
skeptical.
change, the trolls Clyde Cash and Jack Thaddeus still died and went to hell because of their homosexuality. Chris later left a comment, writing that at the time
Wait, did they
of the
keep that? They said they kept it?
change, the trolls Clyde Cash and Jack of Truth as reference. Despite this change, the trolls Clyde Cash and Jack Thaddeus still died and went to hell because of their homosexuality.
Wow.
Chris later left a comment, writing that at the time of the original making of the comics, he felt thrown off and irritated by badly drawn, insulting parodies of himself and his characters, namely the Asperture comic series, and his hatred of that content caused him to draw his characters in twisted directions. Currently, however, she felt that she was in a better place and could take the good from the bad, which is why she replaced some of the pages. Also on September 13th, Chris, on behalf of a friend,
TN
requested that
Cracker,
the
why
group
don't
of
you
Kiwi
sit here
Farms
and say that
members
you
who
love
are
me
planning
too?
to create a new line of Sonichu audiobooks should hold
Without
off on
hiding
casting
behind the
until
fact that
voiceover
chat
artist,
does, huh,
Herm
T?
Moltart, provided some samples of his work to them, even though Farms member Master Disaster was already set to be the narrator and sole voice actor for the audiobooks. A day later, Christine relayed the message that Paramount did not appreciate the negative opinions held by Kiwi Farms members of him becoming the narrator instead of Master Disaster. She did not state any personal opinions herself and remained neutral in the discussion. Paramount was later revealed to have been a friend of William Waterman, whose leaked private text conversation with a Farms member showed that Waterman was the friend who asked Chris to ask about the narration opportunity, because Paramount did not want to ask himself. On the 16th, Chris revealed that she had created 3 custom...
Sorry, hold on. Did they... pissed? Is that supposed to say pissed? Got pissed at me?
...self. On the 16th, Chris revealed that she had created 3 custom Punchy Sonichu amiibo figurines, ready to be sold. She added that she was looking forward to autographing and sending out copies of Sonichu Issue 0 by around Halloween.
Piss is a censored word now. Apparently piss is a censored word now.
Chris began uploading custom-made levels for the game Super Mario Maker on her Nintendo online social space, the
Can
Miiverse.
you tell your grandmother that
On September 19th,
I'm not your
Christine
girlfriend?
attended
Yeah,
the
go tell your
Charlottesville
grandmother.
Pride
Love you
Parade
too,
and
Team
wrote
Cracker.
on Facebook that despite enjoying herself, she wished to have a woman friend or partner to cuddle or hold hands with. Kiwi Farms user Lucrid was also at the event and spotted Chris tending to a booth run by the support and assistance organization On Our Own. She was wearing her Sonichu medallion and handing out printed copies of Sonichu Issue 0 to attendees. After the event, a so-called Ween used the email of Kiwi Farms administrator Null to send to On Our Own staff a falsified report of Chris behaving inappropriately with his alleged daughter. Since the staff replied to the email, the response was then sent to Null, who wrote back that someone had impersonated him and used his email to make the false claim.
That sucks. Even using null? Seriously? Jesus fucking Christ.
Who wrote back that someone
I am
had
the administrator of an study to odd and eccentric people. President described it.
Impersonated him and used his email to make the false claim and apologized for the previous message.
I know, poor
3 days
Null.
later,
Null's like,
Christine
okay,
went
hold
to
on,
Facebook
you guys.
to
Like, you
advertise
starting
a
to troll
Lego
me.
piece
The
called
fuck?
Ami Brick, a specially made Lego brick available from Etsy, designed to hold amiibo figurines so they could be then incorporated into Lego built scenarios. She then showcased her own custom display platform, which she used to contain all of her custom figurines, showing how she resorted to wedging the amiibo bases in between regular Lego blocks to keep them from falling. On September 23rd, Chris made Sonichu Issue 0 available for sale on paperback, directly from the printing and publishing site, Lulu. regarding questions concerning quality.
Wait,
of
what?
the
I know.
paper.
I saw Woody too. Oh my god. Oh my god. I saw Woody too. Look, it's Woody, you guys. Woody is asking, please kill me, mother. But also, it feels like every other night we watch like 5 parts. Yeah, because every day we're watching 3 parts.
Lego blocks to keep them from falling. On September 23rd, Chris made Sonichu Issue 0 available for sale on paperback directly from the printing and publishing site, Lulu. Regarding questions concerning quality of the paper, she reassured her readers that it was to be printed on good quality paper, and that she would be making all of the Sonichu comics available for purchase at a rate of 1 more issue added per month. Upon receiving the comic, customers noted a considerable blocky pixelation in the printing, likely caused by Christine using images of lower than ideal resolution.
Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it.
The paper used was described as matte and of low quality and cheap feel. On the 25th, she hinted that she would be featured in an interview on WTJU Radio concerning the Pride Festival. After finishing the interview, she informed her audience that it was not live, but rather pre-recorded and set to air at a later date. No known recording of it has been uncovered. Soon after, Chris wrote that she would be creating amiibo figurines of Sonichu villains, Count Graduon and Slawil Rayam.
I bet you it's because they recorded it and then they were like, you know, this isn't gonna work. I'm good.
She then shared a concept drawing of how the Count looked like in the Middle Ages, before he was ensphered and turned into his current orb form. It was around this time that Chris started using a $500 Visa gift card sent to her for Christmas of the previous year by Kiwi Farms user Sonic Rainboom. By tracing the transactions on the card, they could see that despite receiving...
That's what it is. So that's what it is. They send out these things so that they can like look at all of the transactions. I mean, still, it's like kind of amazing they're sending actual fucking money to them. Like, what kind of... Let me just troll him. I'm gonna go ahead and send him money, or send them money, and see what they do with it. Like, wow. Would you like to? Would you, does anybody want to troll me like that?
It's nearly 9 months prior.
Wait, actually, no, don't do that. I'd get doxxed.
Payments of it were made at around mid-September, and all of the
I
funds
was like,
were
never
depleted
mind. I
by
would
the
get
end of
doxxed.
the month.
Never mind.
On September 29th, Christine asked if anyone was willing to offer her a large donation to contribute to the acquisition of a so-called V-string, a risque prosthetic undergarment, which when worn appeared to show the wearers as possessing a vagina. In return, she would offer a signed photograph of herself wearing it to the person who would help contribute to the purchase. She quickly deleted the post. On October 2nd, after seeing the promotional images of the upcoming game, Sonic and Mario, at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games, Chris rejoiced on her "Fix Sonic's arms immediately, Sega!" Facebook page, since the model of Sonic being used would mark a return of his classic, tan-colored arm design. She thanked all people who actually protested against the blue-armed games and felt good because their protest seemingly produced a satisfying result. Soon after, a Kiwi Farms member checked Chris's Nintendo account and by chance found that she was actively playing a game, Sonic Boom: Shattered Crystal. The next day, she made her presence known in a message sent in the Facebook group for amiibo traders and collectors. She let everyone there know which figures she had available for trade and also advertised her own custom amiibos as found on her Etsy page.
Thank you for the patties, May.
Christine offered a coupon code for buyers of any of her custom amiibo figures, which would allow them to get Sonichu Issue 0 for free. Following up this announcement, she stated that she was considering creating a custom figure based on her personification of autism, but would only produce it if her post received 100 likes within the next 3 days. In addition, she would donate $10 from each purchase in support of autism awareness to the Virginia Institute of Autism. Kristen copied the message
thank you so
and
much.
sent
Thank
it
you
into
for
the
buying a
Amiibo
ticket.
Trader
I
and
really
Collector
appreciate it.
She
Can
got
we
into an
track you
argument
via
with some
tip
members
jar
regarding the
donos
labeling of her
instead?
custom figurines as
I
official
don't know.
merchandise.
You know,
Other
that's
individuals also did not feel
I don't
that the
know.
customizations
That
deserved to
depends
be
on you.
sold at
If
the
you can
prices that
figure
they
it
were.
out. No, please
After
don't.
others
Please fucking
uncovered her
don't.
well-documented past, she was kicked out of the group. A couple of days
Wait, what group is this?
to the Virginia Institute of Autism. Kristen copied the message and sent it in the Amiibo Trader and Collector group. She got into an argument with some members regarding her labeling of her custom figurines as official merchandise. Other individuals also did not feel that her customizations deserved to be
That's like doing their own character from pre-made characters as well. They're easily. Oh. And while I don't necessarily think it's a good idea to go around criticizing people's prices for customs, I get these.
sold at the prices that
okay,
they
okay,
were.
okay. I get it.
After others uncovered her well-documented past, she was kicked out of the group. A couple of days later, Chris deleted the post about the autism amiibo and listed the item on Etsy despite failing to reach 100 likes on her post. Without having...
This is what I imagine, like, creators who are like, okay, like, 100 retweets, and I showed these things, and it's like, so you ain't gonna show them if you don't get 100 retweets, right? Right? No, they just show it anyways.
Made a prototype yet, she set the figurine up for sale for $50, at least $10 more than her other figurines. Chris later added the prototype figure for Count Graduon and Slawil Rayam. She also made amiibos depicting her mom and dad, though for the time being did not sell them to the public. On October 9th, she wrote on Facebook an account of an encounter with a possible admirer of hers. I'm typing this up right now to make a valid point. I was out shopping a bit, and there was rain and distant lightning spooking me.
What the
Out
hell?
of nowhere, just as
What
I
the
was getting
fuck?
out of my car, someone from a red car shouts, I love you, Chris-chan. It spooks the crap out of me. I already had a lot on my mind, and I did not care for the loud surprise. And after 5 seconds, because I felt offense at being shocked by the scare, I gave the finger as I was going into the store. While I realized it was wrong of me to give the bird, it does stand that while other people do have other things going on in their minds at the time, no one should ever shout at a person unexpectedly without a greeting prior. Had I have the warning, the verbal gesture could have received a more positive, less offensive response. I apologized to that person in the red car for giving the bird in response. On October 13th, Christine uploaded a series of 5 videos of the game Super Smash Bros., where she assembled her customized characters to fight each other while being controlled by the game console's CPU. One such match included a bout between Christian, Christine, and Christian Sonichu versus Autism. William Waterman complained about the unfairness of 3 iterations of Christian teaming up to defeat a single personification
Christina, okay.
of autism. Chris replied, clarifying that the symbolic point of the battle was to defeat autism in the end. On October 15th,
Really
Christine
still
attended
bad.
her next
Really
scheduled
still
court
bad.
hearing in Charlottesville. Kiwi Farms members Marvin and Ramspieler were both
You know, for someone who, like, God, it's just for someone who, like, consistently falls back on the fact that they, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's honestly the biggest bad excuse, right? That they, like, choose for any single bad thing that they do. It's just, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
present in the courthouse. Marvin later wrote an account of what he saw. Barb's aging, thin, kind of frail, might not be very responsive. In retrospect, I don't think Chris recognized anyone. There was the guy he exchanged words with, but going over my notes, it might have been just him being paranoid of someone. There was an old lady behind Chris talking to him a few times. I don't think it was Rocky. Barb and Chris are way too physically intimate. It's one thing to describe their creepy relationship, it's quite another to watch it IRL. They hold hands and Chris is always putting his arm around her and rubbing her shoulders sensually. That shit I'd do to someone I'd want to bang, not a family member. It's weird.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god. This was put, I mean, this documentary was put out November 6th, 2020. The person that first noticed and actually said some shit about it, they did it. They probably are sitting at home, saw the shit online, and they were like, I told y'all. I fucking told y'all. Amazing. Amazing. They did it.
There was some guy with white hair and a white suit talking to not Rocky.
Wow.
Then the PD came over
Wow.
and talked to Chris and Barb.
Full
with
circling,
white-haired
you
guy
guys.
and
Full
not Rocky in
circling.
the row behind them. This is where I heard snippets referencing 6 months and something something something. I think I heard Chris stress sigh a few times, and I think the PD got a little annoyed dealing with Chris. After a bit, the PD went up to the judge, and they called Chris up. Chris starts getting impatient with Barb. He said something like, "Are your ears clogged up?" and then, "Wanna follow me so you can hear what's going on?" Then she got up and trundled up there to accompany Chris. This says a few things to me. Perhaps Barb's hearing is wearing down. This fits in with her being frail and old. Chris is being kind of bossy to Barb. Chris expects Barb to be his bookkeeper so far as his punishments go. This is confirming what we heard about the Snyder trial.
I mean,
Christine's charge
when
of a
did
Class
Chris
6 felony
not,
was amended
like, expect
down to a
everything out of
misdemeanor
their
and was
you know what I'm
finally
saying?
found guilty of her crime. She was to pay a fine of $541 and was given a
What the
6-month
fuck?
suspended sentence.
That's
Meaning that
it?
if she did not commit any crimes within the next 6 months,
That's
she
it?
would not serve any
500
time in
bucks?
prison. In addition, her ban from the fashion square was
Lily,
lifted.
Lily, thank you so much.
However,
Hello,
bans from
I
individual
appreciate it.
establishments remained in place.
Excuse me.
Ramspieler then filmed a video of Chris and Barbara leaving the courthouse and going back to their car.
Barbara looks like they lost weight.
The next day, Christine revealed her design for the Autism Amiibo figurine, sold for $30. On the 17th, she showed off 2 available variants of the character Angelica Rosechew up for sale. The following day, Chris announced that she would soon be making her 50th Sonichu Amiibo figurine.
You're
So in
fucking
celebration,
kidding.
she would be painting the figure's base a gold color, and the person who happened to buy the 50th
Oh my
Sonichu figure
God.
would also receive a Rosechew model for free. She shortly after edited the post to state that she would be also painting the figure's shoes gold as well, in addition to its base. Later that day, she made another post, revealing that in preparation for the publication of Sonichu Issue 1, she had replaced the Sonic villain in the story, Dr. Robotnik, with another character, and the first person to accurately guess the new character's name based on the hints provided would get a copy of the book for free. After several guesses from Jessica and William, it was William who eventually guessed close enough to the chosen name, Ren Skysoar, that he was declared as the winner by Christine, about which he boasted in the comments section to spite the Kiwi Farms.
Oh my god.
Chris then showed off her design of Dr. Ren Skysoar and his evil creation, Metal Sonichu. She later added a comment stating that Skysoar's strawberry-shaped head came about through an accident while drawing the character, but felt that the shape of his head added to his overall appeal. She soon after made Sonichu Issue 1 available for sale on Lulu and updated the modified pages of the comic in the dedicated Facebook photo album for the book. She also added 2 new pages after the original conclusion of the issue, where she shows that Sonic the Hedgehog and Amy Rose, as seen throughout.
We went so long without seeing a comic that I literally totally sat here and was like, well, yeah, they did this comic and they put it on their website for a really long time. And that's really.
But the stories were in fact Sylvana Rosechew in disguise, serving Count Graduan, who wanted to enact revenge against the Sonichus because their ancestors had enslaved him into the orb.
Differently from most people who share the same name, we actually do not fight. All lilies are valid lilies. We are a field of beautiful lilies. You understand? That's how we're doing it.
He currently resided in. On October 23rd, Christine shared a picture showing an upcoming page of Sonichu Issue 11, telling her followers that she was coloring in new pages and would be uploading them to Facebook within the week. As promised, she uploaded 16 new pages on Sunday, October 25th. It was on that day that she uploaded a YouTube video concerning her Etsy
An actual
store,
video?
her
Holy
first
shit.
personal video after a 1-year absence.
Hello, I want.
I'm sure you care about other lilies that come by too, right? I'm sure you wouldn't say that you don't care about lily boys.
Personally, thank everybody on the internet for considered support for my books.
Yes,
and
there
works
needs to
and
be a
my
lily
figures
battle
and
like the
whatnot,
Josh battle.
and help me
Get
out
the
around
fuck
here
outta
to
here.
recover from a whole bunch of the other stresses and
I
whatnot.
do not fight
But
the
that's
lilies.
aside.
I
But
appreciate
anyway,
every lily.
but
I think the Josh battle is the funniest thing because it actually happened, and I think the cutest thing was the fact that this like tiny little Josh won.
I just want to let everybody know that donations are greatly appreciated, and I'll continue to honor my promises as I have stated in my listings on Etsy and everything. And I'll include a link in the description where y'all can buy a figure, buy a book, or donate some more. anyway, it's all going good and well. This is just my little video of gratitude. So, more new content is coming up. Stay tuned between my Etsy page, my Facebook, my Twitter. So, anyway, okay. Everybody have a good and safe day. Thank you again.
Why do I feel like they are less creepy now?
The following day, she
They used to
publicized
be a
photos
lot
of two
more
new amiibo
Lily-
prototype
yeah.
figures,
They
Simone
used to be a
Rochew
lot
and Sylvana
creepier.
Rochew. On the 29th, Chris made another video, this time apologizing for past homophobic remarks. Marvin of the Kiwi Farms theorized that her recent uploads of new videos were made under someone else's influence, as he remarked that from personal experience, Chris was generally very unwilling to make videos without any assistance or encouragement.
Well,
That's not always true. I don't think so. I don't think that's always true. They often made a lot of videos about, like, how much they hated somebody. You know what I mean? They often do that. But also, who else would it be? You know what I mean?
I have another apology that I owe to everybody, especially those that definitely know the pages and of my later books that have still months away.
The lighting is less
I put them on
jaundiced.
paper publish. But anyway, they were reminiscent and reflective.
Yeah,
of
it looks good.
past
The video
homophobia.
itself looks pretty good.
Anyway, you see, when I originally drew and wrote those pages, I was quite homophobic at the time. But then when I came out in July of 2014 as myself, a lesbian trans woman, I have realized that I am part of the LGBTQ community, and I definitely felt like I fit in when I went to the Pride Festival in that same year later.
Okay, but how do you feel about gay men?
I had since edited those changes and changed the content to away from that, and well, had a cure for homosexuality put in there, of which was end up what I came back from the future for. But anyway, I changed that to just essentially preventing a zombie apocalypse. You see, originally when I was homophobic, it was because the mislabelings that were put upon me and Sanchu, because Sanchu is definitely not gay. Sanchu loves women, and Rochew is a woman, and she loves her man.
There it is. There we're starting to get more into it.
I'm sorry for my past homophobia and my writing about that in my books. So anyway, I want to thank y'all again for your continuing support. It's most helpful, but still more help could be appreciated very much. Alright, so thank y'all again and have a good day.
On October 31st, Chris posted drawings of Sonichu, Rosechu, and their 3 children dressed up as My Little Pony characters for Halloween. The next day, she uploaded another video to YouTube.
Dude, Marvel Who? That is the crossover of the century, okay?
Oh, my lucky lady fans.
Oh.
Yes, I just got out of the shower. I feel clean again.
Oh.
Well, it gets lonely around here in my bedroom.
Oh.
I feel like I might want to date some of y'all. I mean, we get to know each other, you know?
Oh.
Have a pleasant dinner, or just enjoy a conversation over a cup of coffee. See where things go, see how we feel around each other. Yeah, maybe I'll eventually find my sweetheart amongst y'all. I'm open to all kinds of women, because you got the whole package in one. The female soul, the body that can go any way you desire. My ladies. Straight, bisexual, lesbian. I'll take y'all on. Because I'm an overlooked treasure that should not be ignored or overlooked any longer. One weekend, y'all can visit. Maybe get a hotel room, y'all, for us to spend a lovely evening together in or something. Or maybe we'll swing by here. Well, get to know me. Talk to me. See whether we click or not. Lovely, lovely times and memories to be shared. And even if things don't work out for the long run, you'll still get a new friend in me anyway. And I pinky promise on that. Thank y'all for your attention and whatnot.
You wanted to use that instead of my actual...
In the video description, she left her email address for any further inquiries by persons interested in her. On November 2nd, Christine advertised a new limited 3-piece set of amiibos featuring Christian, Christian Sonachu, and Christine at a discounted price of $120 without shipping or handling. 5 days later, she made 6 more amiibo figurines available for purchase. These were Sonachu and Roastru's 3 children, Sarah, Christine, and Robbie.
Oh,
a male
my
Jerkop
bad.
and a
I didn't
female
know that.
Jane
My
Cop,
bad.
And a set of the Chandler family, Christine, Barbara, and Bob.
Understandable then.
On the 10th, she uploaded a gameplay video of Super Smash Bros. Featuring a simulated 3-way battle between Chris, Barbara, and Bob, autism, and Chris's 3 half-siblings. Chris left a message for them in the video description. Hashtag Joseph Cole Smithy, hashtag Dr. David Allen Chandler, and hashtag Carol Suzanne Chandler. This message for you 3. You all have obviously forgotten about your family that y'all should be caring about as well, aside from your own local married families. Alan and Carol, you two have never really appreciated our father. There was time for you two to share time with him before his passing, but no! You all have been selfish and caught up in your own lives that he gave to us. And Cole, our mother, is still alive. I really want you to make amends and get close, once again, to her before her time runs out. And as the one sibling that brings you 3, Cole, Ellen, and Carol in connection
Jesus
together
fucking
as
Christ.
family,
Hopeful, thank you so
I
much
want
for the
us
biddies.
all to
Really appreciate
reconnect
it.
as family. The distance really bothers me, and I have been feeling ill against y'all for not including me and our mother/stepmother to 2 of you. Appreciate your families while there is time. In addition, she made all 3 of her half-siblings as customized Jerkops and Jane Cops respectively, and suggested that the same level of customization could be made by request by anyone buying the figurines.
Oh my god.
On November 11th,
They tagged them too! They like did a hashtag!
Chris made a video displaying the functionality of her amiibos.
Hello and good day. This is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again. And I wanted to give y'all a little bit of a detail about something that you could do in addition to
Oh, of course not.
the
Of
Amiibo
course
figures. Actually working on Nintendo 3DS and Wii U.
Of
with
course
their
we don't
bonus
blame them for leaving. Are
functionality
you
through the
kidding
chips
me?
in the
Have you
bottom.
seen the
Don't
entire
forget
family?
One thing aside from you don't have to have them for their Amiibo functionality because they are still very collectible, and as toys you can still use your imagination and play with them.
Yeah, there is a higher pitch
example
voice.
of Sanchi and Roachid there.
And they keep her on the higher end.
Against a horde of Jerkops that come in.
Possible. Yeah, I agree with that.
And
86.
it's like, you know, they're practically outnumbered. It's like, come on, Rosie, let's go zap these guys back to Graduon. Okay? Yeah.
Becomes a half hour long of them just playing.
As the city is safe from another herd of Jerkops and Jane Cops for a day. And let's talk about a moment about autism, the one that's always beating me on the brain.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah. Hey, you always beat me up on the brain, you frickin' autism, you. I'm stuck with you every day of my life, you know, and it frickin' bothers me.
The best part is if they did this and like all the toys started like breaking apart.
I can't socialize as well.
All the amiibos just started breaking apart from where they're freaking like super glued.
Institutions and all the things and all the therapy and everything, making at least a lot of money that could have been used for the betterment of the family and household, actually paying the bills and everything.
Shut the fuck up.
Gone mental condition that messed up my brain for a lifetime. Electric control power. Then now I'm gonna thunder punch you away. Freaking autism! Yeah! And I win against autism! Kicking it in the tush! So that's a little bit of the thing. That's definitely a
Oh,
fun thing
God.
to do with the amiibo, with the collectible Sancho and Roachu figures, and me, and my family. My family's the good people, except for some. Who could actually be more appreciative of the family that have actually been lost within the past few years, and yet the one that's still.
What is there to appreciate of you? Just wondering. Or Barb. Like, what if...
Alive. You're Echo. Come make amends with my mother, daggone it.
Why? What do you need him
Reviewer.
for? Huh?
I am not who you think I am. I have been possessed by Count Grudjuan, and I fight for him now. Yeah, well, you look like my brother, so take that.
Like, what do you... What... Why do you need them back in your life so bad? Why does it matter so much?
Collect us all. Thank you. Take a few weeks to make. Visit the Quickfill shopping shop on Etsy.
After achieving early success in selling off her customized crafts, Christine further pushed her figurines to be sold for profit, a practice that she originally considered as merely a hobby, with minimal desire to make money from it. But the figures now had more than just one purpose. Aside from characters contained within her fictional comics, there were also individuals from her personal life, or as she might possibly see it, characters from her life story. Characters which she could use to enact her fantasies of vengeance and triumph. A new reality where she can hide from her troubles. A reality in which she can always win a losing battle.
Oh my god! Hi everybody. How y'all doing?
Welcome to Lilybelle Air.
Sorry, that was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. That was the... My name is Lilybelle. I love to travel, and I'm just trying my fucking best. Do we have to watch all 59 episodes? You know what? We're this close. We're 45 out of 59. I'm not going to... Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Just gonna hate every moment of it. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, exactly. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, I have someone I know. I know exactly where I'm gonna send you guys over to. My very, very favorite... Hold on. My favorite dictator, Yoroyoyo. Yup. But otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. And thank you very much. My name is Lilybelle. I love to travel and I'm just trying my fucking best. Thank you for flying with Lilybelle Airlines. Bye-bye now.